Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode with us, Ginton Dice. So please, why don't you go ahead and grab a chair, get a drink, sit back and relax, and watch us, a bunch of nerdy friends who sit around a virtual table to play Dungeons and Dragons.
We play Dungeons and
We play
Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons?
I thought it was Pathfinder.
It's very questionable because we do
I
a
thought
lot
this was
of.
Monopoly.
Wait, which edition?
Oh, we're working on 2, trying to go up to 3.
Ah,
Ooh.
Oh, closest book of 9th edition. Fuck.
Shit.
Oh yeah, no, that's too far. We'll ban from 9th edition.
Already.
but can we play 10?
Gosh, that's like
No, it's more of like we go to 2 and 3, then we have to go back to 1 and start all over.
Valid question. When 6th edition comes out, are we switching?
I will be kind of angry when 6th edition ever comes out.
because you bought all the books for fifth.
Yeah.
Maybe. I got a. I got a slight
Let's
craze.
continue on 5th, like the people who are still playing 3.5 now, who never even switched to 4th.
And that's true. So, regardless, thank you everybody for coming in and watching us make fun of ourselves and full party. So, anyways, I don't know what I'm saying. Are we ready? Are you guys ready? I'm ready.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Maybe.
So,
Is these one of those times?
I think we should go ahead and get into tonight's episode. Oops, I dropped that. Okay, now let's get into tonight's episode. So, where we last left off, you guys managed to pretty quickly get into the temple without demons seeing you as you guys came through the tree from your fort and dimension door your way to the temple's door. After that, you guys had went inside to slowly start investigating, noticing all of the scratch marks and claw marks that were all on the floor and the sides of the wall, realizing that it appeared to be a stampede coming through this way. There you guys continued on your journey, going through the temple until you came at, one could say, a intersection, but it was more of stairs going up or down. You guys agree to not engage in anything that you deem as dangerous and split the party with you all going top and the Star Guardians going to the bottom. As you guys continue your journey upwards, each rooms you kind of came across that was on the sides of the walls, you kept noticing just piles and piles of rocks. Eventually, you guys started to see a couple of statues who appear to be soldiers not wearing anything of this region. As you guys continue, you started to see a little bit more and more of soldiers, to be more precise, in different battle positions and weaponry, until you guys made it to the top. There, you guys entered into a very dark room with just a few sources of light coming on one statue in particular that seemed to be of a tiefling in a what appears to be in mid-fight. You guys were going to potentially take it until you was interrupted by this abyss that was lurking in one of the corners and
Could have done it.
informing you guys to almost in quote get lost or die. With a Podan attempting to get closer from hearing steps of get closer or die. A multitude of kind of like, what was it? I can't remember the color I described, of,
Green
uh,
flame.
was it green? Okay. Of like greenish like flames coming in his direction, with Tay quickly reacting, trying to pull him out, taking 2 hits, while Tay taking the other 2, but thanks to her brooch was magically blocked. You guys, or at least Orissa, you guys made a very small, quick talk, realizing that this abyss had no intentions or intrigues with any of you but this stoned creature, patiently waiting until their fight can begin once again. You guys deciding to not press your luck and venture forth back down where the Star Guardians had informed you they had reached the bottom, but also no sight of the rift door to the Shadowfell. You guys going to the bottom, meeting up with them, seeing an enormous room full of rocks, and there's a couple that are just like insanely big. Uh, but one of the other things that tends to get everybody's attention was this enormous statue uh, standing in, well, not in the middle of the floor, but uh, down on the bottom, and it had a somewhat blood-like ritual seal cast around it. Uh, as you all were trying to figure out how to locate this rift, Tay, taking one step within this uh, seal closer to the statue, you immediately came into contact with this entity, which, in a somewhat very easily distinguishable as a Titan, but unable to even look as the gravity from just this entity was just merely shoving you into the ground. With you quickly trying to tell it what happened and possibly enraging it even more, uh, you were quickly brought out of your seizure-like state as everybody else only saw Tay having this massive seizure that was getting worse and worse. Thankfully, you guys were able to get her out of it as she informed you all of what that statue is, and thus nobody decided to go around it anymore. Um, you guys continue to try to figure out where this rift was, and Orissa, feeling something but wasn't able to quite connect to what this could be, decided to call a somewhat old friend uh, for some advice, as seemed like he was busy with a multi-call line issue. Um, but you guys were able to figure out that this bottom level of the temple needs to be in complete darkness to have the rift open up. So you all stuffing out all of the lights, waiting patiently as just a minute or two goes, this rift starting to spark its way and uh, just almost like tear open the fabric itself of life. As it opens, this black, kind of like blackish purple and like darkish pink, just swirling, both your group and the Star Guardians agreeing to all go together in hopes to defeat this evil once and for all. All of you walking into the portal, and that is where we're going to start. So, yes, this is the only way to get you in the Shadowfell is to die.
Yeah.
As you all are pretty much getting closer to this rift and starting to step in, and it's like as you're stepping in, you feel like it's almost like gravity pulling you in. And so as each and one of you go in at a time, if not multiples, you all kind of like what you would see like in a bunch of the cartoons, like as they start to swirl in this mist, they'll form stretching and slowly getting thinner and thinner. You guys can feel this agony as it's just, it feels like you're being pulled apart, but just not all the way. As all of you going into this vortex, and it it feels like it's taking forever, but in reality, it's just a few seconds. You all come to consciousness a few minutes later, all picking yourself up from the ground of what appears to be inside a temple of sorts. But this time it's as you're like starting to get up and starting to focus, it looks like you're in the temple because of the colorings that seem to stay the same, but it's like a giant hallway, not the bottomless portion of the temple. Um, as each and one of you start to uh, rise up and kind of getting your bearings and looking at it, everybody appears to be in one piece. Nobody appears to be in a different form of sorts or anything like that. Um, it's just you feel like yourself, but at the same time, it feels like your body or soul or both was just being stretched to limits that is shouldn't be even tested. Uh, as you guys look around you, you see it's like you guys are starting at a dead end. It's just the wall behind you and a giant straightaway. Um, do you all decide to go forward?
Hey, you should get the axe out of the bag of holding.
Yeah.
There is no
I'll reach
light here,
into
by the way.
Yeah.
I'll reach into
I
the
can
bag
still,
of holding
I can still see. Haha.
and then
Okay.
pull the light up glow stick axe.
Okay.
Ah,
As
Fill it up.
as you go to pull it out, it is still lit because you cast it like right when you guys were going in, I believe. No, you cast it
I
a
think it was
little
like
bit.
30 minutes before.
Yeah.
Something.
It is not as bright as it was in.
Kind of like when we were in that bubble in the
Yeah,
Feywild.
it's dimmed, but it's still giving off a nice glow. So
30 feet of bright light and another 30 feet of dim light instead of 60 and 60.
yeah, it's pretty much halved.
I think that's what it normally is 60 and 60.
So, um, what do you guys do?
Yeah, it's normally 60.
Okay.
Should we go down the path carefully? Or
I mean, we should check the wall on the other side, see if there's something there, just in case.
checking for traps?
No, just checking if it's an how do you call it, an illusion.
Uh, no, it doesn't.
All the walls. Got it.
I mean, just looking at it, it doesn't appear to be an illusion.
Touch the wall, someone. They touch the wall.
Touch the wall.
Yeah,
As soon
point
as
at touch
I was already walking towards the wall when she
Um,
said we need to check it.
it's cold, but it is as like kind of like as you touch it, you can feel like there's like no grooves on it, almost as perfect of a block as it was within the temple. If you guys would have ever rubbed your hand against it, that had no scratch marks on it. It's
There's no scratch marks, but it's cold. It's nice.
Okay, no illusion there. I mean, just in case we were being tricked from that side already.
I touched the next like slab on the wall.
same.
Both of the slabs are good. I start
Mm.
walking to check the next slab.
It's so great.
as-
I think we get the
Odan's
point.
just in the background touching each slab one by one.
As she's touching that, we'd like turn around to talk about what we're gonna do next.
Okay, what's the plan?
as all the
We
other
have to go
guardians
find.
are like checking themselves as well, and like, Rorcon speaking up. I guess we need to just move forward and see what happens, but at least we're all together, right?
Yeah.
And he's like going around check like making a count in his head like 1, 2, 3, 4, just physically counting everybody to make sure.
Odan's not standing along with the group.
I mean, he sees you in the background.
Oh,
It's hard to miss.
does he?
I mean, you
You're
do
You're
have,
7 feet
there is
tall.
there is light in there, so yes. But
Well, we have to go find that tower, right? That's the main focus of this. I mean, apparently this place is supposed to be in chaos. I guess not here because, you know, this is not that
There.
important. I guess.
well,
Right.
let's just move cautiously up forward and see what happens. So as the whole group, as you guys are walking, it the only noise that if anybody was trying to listen is coming from the multiple sounds of footsteps from all of you. In a weird way, to some of you guys, it's kind of weird having just this giant group going, together and doing something. It's like you've been in towns before, but knowing, like, think of it like on a mission, it's usually just been the couple of you, but now it's like a giant party. Um, so there's just like in a weird, like a bit of just slight awkwardness, but you're still happy for the company. This hallway is not even long as just within like maybe 20 minutes, 20 to 15 minutes, you guys
Pretty long
starting
hallway.
to, it is, but not compared to the first one. You guys come to what appears to be almost like what the entrance was, is just two really giant double doors.
Should we have Exulia check that, see if the door's locked or trapped? I don't know how rogues work.
Azuya kind of like just stepping a little bit closer, looking, and I I think this is just like the other one. I mean, there is no lock, and it still kind of features that same iron like handle, and there's nothing holding it. And I think this is good. I mean, I can check it if you guys want me to.
Want me to open it? And I already have my hands on the door. Not pushing, but they're just on the door.
I mean, well, we're already past the point of no return, so you know.
I guess, yeah. And if it is trapped, it'll probably just kill Podan.
I think I kind of want it checked now.
You checked.
You're checking now.
as as you said it, Exuria kind of just lets out a little just give me a second, and she kind of just starts looking at all of the under the bottom and kind of like on the sides, but and then moving her way to the middle section. No, I'm not finding anything. I think we're good.
Okay, Poe. Use open door attack.
I,
Don't.
with my powerful build feat, will just try to push the doors open.
It's a pull
It's a
door.
full- It's a full door.
So Podan's just up there pushing with all his strength. Pushing up to a ton, pretty much. Just.
Rose just stands and looks
How-
at the hinge, looks at the hinges. Oh, it's a full door.
Oh! I'll pull
Uh,
the doors.
there's a sign like about like 31 feet up
Oh.
that just
I was
says
gonna say, even if it's at like eye height for normal people, that's like at Podan's like stomach. So,
yeah, it's like pull. That's it.
but it's written in Infernal or something.
I can read any language at the moment, so it's fine.
Unfortunately it's not. It's just it's there.
Oh, I
It's in
can't even
common.
see 30 feet up though because the daylight doesn't go that far quite.
So,
Yeah,
but
that's-
anyways, as you guys do
Not
start,
if you're not standing directly up against the door. It's a radius, which
uh,
means at an angle it wouldn't be quite 30 feet.
as you guys do
Engineer.
start to finally pull the door open, um, and you all starting to step outside, you, it's like it comes in waves. You all see this uh sky that it's just pure black. It feels like it's night, but there is no clouds, there is no stars. It's just black. Everything that you see, unlike the temple that was on the material plane, there is no stairs. It's just you're already on the ground floor, like to just walk right on the ground itself. All of these trees look uh like grayish black. The land itself kind of giving off of this uh uh kind of dark tannish hue. It feels just weird seeing it like this. Uh feels like as what you've heard and even what you experience in that bubble on the Feywild, there is like no color of brightness. This is like dull, gloomy, and if not, just what death appears.
It looks really nice out here.
As you
Hmm.
say that,
Does it though?
I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh,
Let's see what you guys
And
get
I rolled
first.
2. Rolled real bad. Wait, no, that's Constitution saving throws. Never mind. I was gonna say I have an advantage
4.
on some Constitution saving throw, but I forgot which one.
Oh!
Look at Tay go.
Yeah, I got an 18!
Tay's the one who will survive.
Let's also get.
I have the lowest modifier, too! That's why I was
There we go.
nervous.
I mean, it doesn't
As
matter
someone
how
who's
high your
already
modifier.
sort of, as someone who's already sort of permanently touched by the shadow fell, would I have any sort of advantage or anything?
No.
No. Okay.
Or
I thought I would try.
disadvantage.
It was worth a try.
This even just feels as this like wave, as you all are kind of like just looking up at this, and seeing around, Podem because of like that kind of specifically. It feels different. You can when you were back, uh, in a sense, held hostage. You did have like a feeling of this negative like energy, but it was more of like in a weird way, think it's like somebody just taking a bucket and splashing on you. Where here you guys are like in the ocean. And so uh Carissa, I need you to roll me a D15. Or
Yes.
I mean you can do a D20 if you want, but if it's like a certain number or higher, like I'm gonna have you re-roll it again. I think you can do a D15 though.
On 15, on the money.
Hey, there you
Okay.
go.
Natural 15, like it looks green. It's nice.
That's the worst option.
It's a green option.
As this wave kind of starts to hit everybody, first off, Poe, you feel like a shiver kind of like down your spine, like really cold, but you seem to be actually, yeah, you're fine, but it's like the shiver is just like
A little chilly out.
you could like.
Bet I'm not a Goliath who's built for the cold.
It sucks. Tay, you kind of just taking in this moment, and you're like not really feeling a thing.
Ah.
Not that it's beautiful, but just it's so different from from the material and the Fae, with the Fae being like an explosion of color. It's just like it's a whole new world for you.
The
A
whole
whole
new
new world!
Arissa, as this wave kind of hits you, you it's like something it's hard to explain, but it's like something's bothering you. And then you kind of like shake your head a little bit. And then you start to how to somewhat put it. You feel like no matter where you are, nothing is going to stop you. If you're taking note of this, you're currently reckless.
Okay.
So
So
everything has advantage on her?
you cannot take the dodge action, and your AC is -2.
Hmm.
It's not like my AC matters to begin with.
So
AC -2. I can't dodge.
let me do.
So whatever you do, don't on the first round of combat run in and try and dodge.
And just out of.
Oh my god.
Whenever I ever done that?
There's a
Oh,
first
you
time for
broke.
everything.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't think I've ever taken the dodge action with Arista.
No.
Okay.
I don't think any of us have ever taken the dodge action except for one time, and it was the one time that it
Okay.
didn't need to be taken.
That sounds about
Thank
right.
you.
I mean, technically, like Akuma has been
Okay.
taking non-action a lot, so. What do? I cower in the corner.
And okay.
Which is basically
So
what the dodge action is.
I just reckless.
Apparently, do I get advantage on all my attack rolls now because I'm reckless?
Only
No.
if they get advantage attacking you.
To make this somewhat easy for me, 1, 2, 3. If all three of you can just roll a d15 for me, but it is not for you guys.
$11.
Okay, so you're the 3.
8.
11.
You're
2
2.
11s and an 8.
Okay,
Cole's the odd one out.
so Cole
I'm
being
always
the
the odd
first
one out.
one.
The only non-spellcaster and the only one to roll 8.
Hey guys, just wait till next campaign, I swear.
Let me make a note of this. Oh,
The
God.
only non-full caster.
I have all this useless stuff.
Hey, being a caster is hard for me.
This
I mean, I'm
is-
contemplating about. I was like sitting here like 1 second, like today, like going like, hey, maybe we should play a sorcerer instead next campaign.
If you want.
Just build one like Dariax
Okay.
from a certain show. Because he
No, I'm gonna
carried
be.
the entire party in their last session.
And then both of you rolled an 11.
It's
Oh,
the
that
second
actually
best number.
that actually sucks for this guy.
Uh-oh.
Oh. It's how many enemies we're fighting or something related to them.
20.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, we're fighting 44 enemies? Holy mackerel.
No.
I mean, 45 enemies is easy. That's one
Fireball.
enemy. This is the problem.
See, what you don't know, Cole, is that he's been multiplying each of these numbers, not adding them together.
No. Tay, you have the highest perception, right?
Alec
Uh,
does.
Alec does.
And then Podan.
Yeah.
And Podan, and me.
Okay, so pretty much everybody but really Arissa.
I mean, I have no perception. My perception is like basic 10.
You
But
guys
it's not
notice.
Stellar with the passive of 25.
You guys notice that Anne looks like she's buckling a little bit, kind of like just the stuff on her, and again, this is the bard. It like even it looks like her loot kind of looks like it's heavy for her in a sense.
You okay, Ann?
Both Rorcon and Cell seem to be giving off this I guess to put it just easily, this non-trustful vibe, kind of like eyeing
mean,
everybody.
That's Cell every day though. Is that
Yeah.
any
This is
different?
every day. I mean,
It
like,
is
that doesn't change
actually,
anything.
yeah. He just looks the same. What am I thinking of? I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Rorcon.
just like,
Rorcon, the
I mean,
happiest one
Rokon,
out of
it's
all, is
worse.
like he's just like he looks like he's mimicking Cell. How about that? He
Yeah.
looks like he's mimicking
Yeah.
Cell. Uh,
I just,
Wow, Rokon, you're doing a really good Cell.
It's a great impression, really.
what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I mean, you look exactly like him. As
Yeah.
I turn around to look at them. But did you
You're
eat the
both like
same as he did
hanging out.
today?
You're both like hanging away from the
Mhm.
group, trying to like keep a little bit of distance for some reason.
Let's
You got
let's
your
not
arms
worry about it.
crossed and you're slouching.
Let's just
Slouching's really unhealthy.
where we going to next? And Cell kind of speaks
Anne
up.
looks like she's
Yeah,
struggling.
where we going to? What are you guys doing?
I
As
just stare at them.
I'm gonna think internally. Did Cell try to sound like Rokon there?
But
Like, was he trying to
and
make his voice deeper to
You're
try and out
impersonating each
intimidate
other
him?
now.
My gosh. And then I'm gonna like look around, just get the lay of the land to see if there's anything that
uh
might have seen us.
I'm gonna look at
immediate.
Tay looking around and try and copy her.
Go
Be like
ahead.
Rorcon and Cell.
Okay, well, go ahead and make a perception check.
Both of us.
If you want to mimic, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Ooh.
I have a +8. That's a 10.
Uh-huh.
That's the average.
I got a 9.
So that was not a good roll for me.
Tay, as you kind of like looking around, not kind of turning your back on the group, and you're just like whatever. Everybody's acting slightly weird, but they're not doing anything bad. So you kind of look out and start trying to gaze to see if anything's happening. And Poda, and you kind of just walk right up behind Tay, like in a very creepy like manner, and just do the exact same motion. You're trying your best. There's like a delay, but you're trying to mimic.
Even as I was walking up, I disguised self to look like Tay.
Oh, okay. Then
Because
you
I
can
can innately do that.
then you can just be right beside her, and both. It's like,
I'm still like 5 feet taller than Tay.
but
It's
anyways,
just a giant Tay.
with both of those perceptions, no, there's nothing appears to be out of the ordinary. There doesn't appear to be anything close by.
Well, it looks like we're good to go.
Well, it looks like we're good to go.
I
As
think we should sacrifice Podan.
as
That sounds like a good idea.
Arena kind of speaks up. Okay. Do we want to like move forward, or like what are we?
I mean, we're looking for the tower, right? Where would they keep the tower? I mean,
I don't know. This is there's nothing around here, and like all you've seen is just this. It's weird. It's like as you guys kind of turn back around, the what you assume is the temple looks like just a giant hallway, like a building, just one giant hallway, and that's it. There is no towering thing. It's just this little hallway, and that's it. And she's
Hmm.
this nothing here looks familiar.
I figured as much. I mean, who the
Should we
fuck gave Rokan the same thing to eat as Cell? I mean, I don't know what the fuck he eats, but it's sour candy, I guess.
She even kind of starts to like walk up to Rokan and like try to like gently touch him, and he's like, "Are you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Just it's fine." It's
You don't seem fine. You seem about as fine as Cell looks fine, so that's not fine.
What
That's
does
not
that
fine,
mean?
No.
You know exactly what
You
that
know-
means.
You-
It's like that's like coming here, ruin, like change your memory or something, that you don't remember the fact that Cell's a sourpuss all the time.
Should,
No,
should we
I remember. It's just I don't know. And he's just eyeing everybody, and he's just
should we
I don't.
maybe we should
Let's just keep walking for a little bit, and What?
I
Okay.
remember quite well how much of a sourpuss Cell is.
I mean, he's like the biggest sourpuss of sourpusses.
Cell is
I
just
mean, like if people when people that face that people make when they eat sour, that's how he always looks.
Cell is just staring. He's like,
Do not.
you know, I expect this kind of language from you guys. Very hurtful.
I mean, when I've not done it.
I
We love you, Sal.
shut up. Just go.
You're like
And-
you're
This
like
is
And
what.
Cell
you're like
and
the little brother everyone bullies.
and Cell just like starts walking straight, and everybody.
Arena, maybe you could take the lead a little bit and see if you could see any identifying monuments or
I mean, I think we
buildings
should
or
go to where
anything.
I think we should probably go to where the capital is in the material plane. It's probably where they keep the tower, right?
I mean,
Let me
I-
pull out
I
the
don't-
map.
I don't know where we're at.
I mean, we could also try where I was held hostage, where they were draining magic from certain creatures with fey abilities. There might be some linkage there as well.
Let's well, let's get a move on then. Should we?
Yes, we have 2 places to try. The capital's closer, I think.
Mm,
Maybe.
yeah, I think it is.
They might be the same distance.
And plus, we don't know. I mean, it also could. Yeah, let's just try the capital first.
You know what? Since you guys don't you guys can probably take a guess of where you might be, but why don't we make this a slight easier for you guys?
I just assume we're in the same point, but on the shadow.
Yeah,
belt.
same. I also assume in the same point in the Shadowfell.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, it's a good assumption. Let me just help you out there.
See, we were right.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
It's a shit.
this is a shithole.
I don't know,
Okay,
it feels
so
pretty homey.
should we go to the Bleak Void or the Town of Whispers?
No, the Grand Hollow. Like we're going to the capital.
Should we pass through the Harbor of Dread?
Well, here's the thing.
On our way
Like Arisha just looks at it's like, where are you getting all these names
Yeah,
from?
keep in mind you don't know the names to any of these things, and it's understandable if
Oh,
you guys
they-
out of
They
game were
must
trying
be
to
super
just
creative.
keep this in
That-
mind. You don't. This is just to kind of help guide, but at the same time, this is. You guys can
Well,
assume that where you're
I'll
at
s-
in the Shadowfell was where you're at in the material plane.
what was that town name that was where the Harbor of Dread was? I can't remember what that was. Was it Scony?
No, Stoney's this one.
No, that
No,
was
no, no, no,
that
that
was
was-
Shariko.
Oh,
Costa Rica. Scony was this one.
similar sounds threw me off. Sorry.
So why don't I mean we could probably fly over, go through Scony, and then get through the woods to the capital.
Where I was being held was near Stoney. So if we're going that route, we could check in that similar location.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
And
I
if
think we
it's-
just go
and
to
if it's-
the capital part.
yeah. And if it's not there, we can check Zuradale.
I mean, I'm quite sure you can keep your big ass tower in the same place. I mean, yeah, there's this whole weird concept of like important places in all the realms, right?
What if she keeps it directly where our tower normally is? Our castle, where we were staying? What if that's where her thing is on this plane? Be kinda ironic.
Nah.
Well,
Funny.
when that would be more like probably Aces would be there instead of hers.
I
If
don't Ace.
right?
I don't know who Ace is. I've never met him. I've
No,
heard about him.
he was. Think of Cell, but more sourpuss.
Yeah, my grandpa said that he got a fart bomb blown up on him while y'all were trying to kill Ace.
That's awkward.
That was very awkward. Like my nose hairs just melted from that.
As you guys are
That's
having this conversation,
I just yell at the top of my lungs, scream, and just try and draw attention. No, I'm
Okay.
kidding.
Hmm. I guess yeah, it can be fine. Anne kind of starts to speak up. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sel, as she's pointing towards where Sel was just walking away, um, he says he hears something like
You could
chanting.
also always ask the library.
I'll go check and see what Cell's doing.
Okay.
He's a fragile wizard.
He's not like incredibly far or
Just don't
anything
try
like
to
that.
walk through a tree that he's trying to walk through.
So you go to follow him as the rest kind of continue debating on what to do and go. Um,
Cell, what are
Tay,
you
as
doing?
he, like, you see he's like crouched, kind of like you see just a little bit of what, kind of like his cape is from just his robe, and it's just like you hear this, shh, come here, and
Go
again
over
it's
there.
like he's kind of like hiding it slightly in a bush.
What are you doing?
Um, do you go in the bush or do you just like stay there, like
I
right
stay
outside?
right there, right outside the bush.
Okay. Uh, you, at this moment, just for your passive at least, you can hear what sounds to be chanting. It doesn't sound close, but um, you can hear the sound of chanting. And it sounds like it's coming from multiple voices.
Hmm. We,
And
I'm gonna.
he's just like still in the bush.
We gotta get out of here. Why are you in the bush?
Because I'm trying to get a good look at whatever it is.
Why would we get a good look? That's how we die.
He kind of pokes his head out of the bush and he's like, well, that's how we figure shit out. And then, like, puts his head back in it.
You know what? I'm not arguing with you with this. I'm gonna reach in there and try and grab him and just pick him up and go back to the group.
Okay. Make a contested strength check.
Against the noodle.
Watch him roll good.
Yeah, right.
Just rage.
9.
You just barely beat him too. You like kind of start to pull him out, and he's like, "Oh, quit, you little demon shit! There's something over there. We need to figure out what it is."
No, we don't. Not by ourselves.
And he's like, "Just let go, and I'll walk on my own."
You're not gonna run off again?
I wasn't running off the first time. We were talking about moving, so I moved.
Without us, the rest of
Oh,
the group.
like I need a babysitter.
Well, it seems like you might.
Would you just let go of me before I make you?
Hmm. Uh, I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna like not sit there, but I'm gonna think about it until we get to eyesight of the group. Then let go of him.
So you're not letting go of him.
I'm gonna make it sound like I'm thinking about letting him go. Make him think that I'm thinking. Let me. Mm, okay. After we get a
Nah,
good group
nah,
to see us.
he's gonna be petty as shit about this.
Okay.
He is
Uh,
very petty. He did try to kill someone over a tree.
yeah.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Gosh, you dick, Sal.
Cody is gonna be petty.
Roll natural 20.
Natural
There you
20.
go.
Oh my
Get
god.
fucked.
He's the only one
Get
who can
fucked.
roll good wisdom saves, apparently.
It's like get fucked. This sounds just
Waste your
getting fucked.
spell.
He's just
Get fucked.
why isn't this
This
like he's kinda like why isn't this damn thing fucking working as you dragged him back to the group? I
Okay,
can't
guys, I found Sal.
and you let go and he just stands up and dusting himself off. I'll
Could we
slither-
see them the entire time?
No, like
Oh,
it was one of those like they've gone a little bit into the woods and like about 3 maybe 4 minutes later Tay's just dragging him back and he's just like looking at his hands.
Sel heard chanting, so he went over to investigate it by himself to see what that was.
Oh, well, I guess we have to end the chanting, right?
I was just
And
trying to see what it could be. Could have been something useful, maybe not. I don't know this place. What better than to just look?
didn't the last time we tried to end some chanting end up with us almost dying?
Mm-hmm.
did it?
Sounds fun.
Yeah. The
What
Feywild.
chanting?
Barnaby. Feywild.
Yeah, but that was sort of like That was like predictable. The fact that they would probably try and kill us there.
Hey, they could try and do it here. I say
I
I'm
mean,
for
Yeah.
it. There's
I mean,
more of us.
kill before you get killed, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
by the
might as
way,
well just.
should I recast Daylight? That little Tay chasing Cell around kind of burned off what was left of the.
I mean, if you want to give our position
sunlight.
away, then yeah.
I mean, technically, the daylight was already up when we walked out the door, I think, but
It was,
Mhm.
but it's kind of like as they kind of came back, it's already been like dissipating.
yeah. But
I
Tay
mean, let's
did
go
walk
check
up
this
to the
Let's go check this
door
chanting,
again.
and then after that, we just go to where the capital used to be. I'm quite sure that they would probably have something there.
Should we sneak just to be safe?
I mean, you can try. I don't know how effective it's going to be, but you can try.
Could be a bit more effective.
So
So we
you
want to
guys,
keep an eye on Sel so he doesn't go off on his own again.
he's the fuck. Who?
Just have him hold No's hand.
Okay, that works.
That was what Arissa said that her unseen servant's name was No. Asked if it had
What?
a name, and she said no.
No, I thought.
It
Wait,
seems no, right?
no,
How about
I'm thinking.
just go, before I fireball the shit out of all of you.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I got hit with Glacier.
Fireball, what are you, like a baby wizard?
So do you guys go? Do you guys stealthily? Do you guys just walk it?
Stealthily.
Oh, are we
Yeah, you
doing
gotta-
stealthy?
I
I
mean,
was
we can
kind of.
attempt. I said we can attempt, and I don't know how well it's gonna be.
I would like to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
I'm not
Fine.
looking to
Thank
die
you.
here.
So
Thank you.
everybody,
We all have a +10.
everybody roll
11.
stealth.
No, 19 then. God damn it. My rolls are really good
Good.
today. I rolled a 2 and a
25.
2 and a 7.
32.
32.
Nice. Okay. So first off,
I'm a stealthy barbarian.
kind of like as Exuria is slow, like as you guys are starting to go into the woods, Exuria is almost like,
I mean, Alec rolled a 14.
oh no, she rolled a 9
but
for
Alec.
19. Sorry, I had Alec as set to me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I already rolled Alex. Sorry.
It's just disadvantage.
Yeah, it was.
Alec is disadvantage boy.
She rolled or he rolled a 9 and 20.
Oh.
So
But my rolls are better.
Aw.
But shit.
I mean, I can use the 14. I don't care.
Yeah.
As you guys are starting to approach, both like Tay and Exuria, almost like it's like once you see them pass a tree, they disappear, and then when you pass another tree, they reappear. And Tay is doing extremely well. So
We don't even know where Tay is.
fair
I mean,
enough.
I don't know. My passive perception is 10, so I have no fucking clue.
As you guys
I
all
almost see Arissa.
kinda
I
get
just faintly
close.
see like Arissa's like just the edge of her like jacket or whatever
no.
for a second, and then I don't see her.
No. It'd be weird if everybody just couldn't see everybody.
Yeah.
Where
As
do we go? Where
as
is
you
everybody?
all started to get close, it was like, "Hey, this is about where I can hear it at least. If I was dragged away."
I'm
And
not saying anything.
you all can hear this chanting going on. It's not loud, but it's not like it's close by either. So, do you guys continue to get a closer look? And as you guys are getting closer, kind of to where Cell said where he was, you can see kind of like past a couple of trees. It looks like a little bit of light seems to be coming through.
Here, let's have a look.
Okay.
Let's get carefully.
As as you guys started to get a little bit more and more closer to where you guys feel like it's pretty good, you all can see yeah, uh, it almost looks like uh, about a few people, let's say about 5 to 6, looks like they're doing some kind of dance, but like going around this giant fire. And this fire is like about kind of like in a radius like 10 feet wide, and it's just like roaring high. You can see there is a number of people kind of like uh, sitting all around it. Some appear to be standing, like beating this type of drums, uh, kind of chanting with some of the people, and some to just be sitting there like clapping, trying to give it this
Fireball?
symbionts. Uh,
Fireball?
but you all notice
Mm.
there is, and they're all tieflings, by the way. And you notice one of them more specifically as it is, or as he is like sitting in the middle of this fire. And Tay and Arissa, make a history check.
I don't think I know any tiefling.
Mm.
I don't think Podan's even met any tieflings.
Oh, 23. There we go. Picking up the rolls.
Natural 1.
Okay. Um, fantastic. So, uh, first off, you guys aren't like really like all bunched up together. You guys are kind of like a little bit on the tree line, scattered about, but still like a couple of feet from each other. Anyways, Tay, as you're trying to, uh, you're kind of like, let's just say on the end of the whole group, and as you're like sitting and watching, you just you're like, I don't you and you kind of like whisper almost like to yourself. You're like, I don't understand like what's happening or something. Why is this guy in the fire? And then there's another tiefling kind of like slowly works like right next to you, like face to face, but like still looking at the fire. And this male tiefling guy, shh, it's about to get good. Kind of like scares you for a second. First off, do you react to that? And he doesn't seem hostile. It's like, here's your face, and he just eases up because you were trying to think so hard. He just eases up, and he's like, shh, it's about to get good. Watch.
I'm gonna turn and look at him. Is he? Am I getting the feeling that it's like some sort of sacrifice or something?
You see that he is watching this, like, he's paying no attention to you, even though he said something to you. He seems to be so almost enthralled by what's happening. But it doesn't appear like, and it's weird, it's hard to tell, but the person sitting in the fire seems extremely calm. It doesn't feel like, it looks like maybe somebody getting sacrificed by fire or whatever. But that person is awfully calm and not really look like they're hurting to be being sacrificed. Arissa. At first, it just looks like a normal tiefling that you see in the fire. And all of these other tieflings, while bearing some slight color changes here and there, nothing too drastic, maybe some darker, some lighter, some slight different hues. None of them appears to be, standing out about anything. But it's when, and you all start to see this, and you're the only one that actually recognizes this. everything starts to change when the guy in the fire, as he is da 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 da. Okay, yeah. As he's sitting there, almost like, let's say he's in a meditating like pose, but it's hard to see. There's fire all around. You just see he's appear to be sitting. He starts to, looks like, take a deep breath, and all of these flames around him like start to go down a little bit, and it looks like he's inhaling all of these flames. And as he's pretty much sucking in all of this fire, his skin starts to go into a bright reddish hue. Uh, it almost appears like he gets just slightly taller, and he did already appear, still kind of hard to see, but that he was maybe at least in physical shape. It looks like his muscles is starting to like bulge up as well. Not too insane amounts, but it just looks like he's in a weird way like just getting bigger and stronger. As he's sucking in all of this flames, as it continues, his horns start to turn uh, as black as the abyss, and it starts to look like little red dots on his horns start to go in a downward direction, almost like rain. And you start to remember Storyteller's vision that he said he had of Akuma and a male tiefling that appeared to be one setting fire and her setting frost upon the world together.
Mm.
And that she had uh, kind of like snowflake like skulls on hers, kind of going in a more like, think of like a blizzard type pattern. But then the male had what appeared to be like raining blood on his going down. You can,
Mm.
as he's starting to just suck all of this in and continue, there it looks like he has partial, like maybe not complete, tattoo of words that's probably inscribed on his body.
Mm.
It, it now looks like in a brightish kind of like blue, looks like it's filling the rest of it out.
Mm.
And as he kind of sucks all this in, and all there's no more fire, as he just stands there, he opens his eyes to just a bright but at the same time crimson like red, um and it almost looks like he's staring like right at you guys. And
Mm.
it like he kind of lets out like a little smile, and you can see like his muscles as he's starting to flex a little bit. And then just with a few more seconds, as this looks like smoke or soot kind of just come out of him, and it looks like it engulfs this whole area.
Mm.
And what do you what are you guys doing as this soot pretty much kind of comes and even kind of gets to you guys? It's not like you choking, but it's, it's smoke. It's like you guys are starting to cover your breath.
Odin just kind of was eating some of the leaves off of the bush he was hiding in. This is a pretty good show.
The leaves were like a dark gray. They taste weird.
Well, I normally eat moldy food. Not a major concern.
Uh,
I'm gonna. mm, I'm gonna see if anyone's backing up. I guess. Are any of us backing up?
No.
okay,
I
so
think I just whispered to the closest to me. Well, that guy's bad news. Like
as
real bad news.
it's not even long, like we'll say about like almost a minute, and it looks like this soot starts to kind of evaporate a little bit, like parts of it just going in different directions as it dissipates away. And as you guys can start to see again within this circle, uh there's start like you start to see people clapping and kind of cheering, as that same figure that you all witnessed looks like he's gone back to his normal form, which is a somewhat slinkier, still again in at least physical condition, uh, but the horns are just turned to like a back of a dull gray, not a dull gray, but like a dull black. The skin of his kind of goes back to just a pale red, and he seems to be, if one had to make sense of this, almost like going back to his normal form.
Mm.
As he kind of sits there and takes a
Cold
deep breath.
froze.
Do what?
Oh, never mind. Cole was frozen for a minute on my screen.
I think it was you. You sounded lagged a second.
Oh. You two weren't frozen, so I just thought it was Cole, but
Of course, been a bit weird for me the entire time as well. But
oh.
um, but it seems like people are like kind of celebrating, and there's some people that who were like dancing around this what was once a fire, kind of like patting him on the back, and he's thanks, thank you, as they're all slowly kind of like starting to dissipate away, like the people kind of going back to whatever they were doing before. And he kind of
let me see. Wait a minute. I'm reckless, right? So I need to move myself in the mind. I think I'm
Odin
just.
like is kind of like quietly clapping in the bush he was hiding in, just like the little golf clap. Like that was a great show. Whoever's next to Podan, he's just talking to them like that was a great show.
we'll say it was
So,
no, we'll say it was like
ah,
Wormcon, and he's just like, in a weird way, it's almost like he's been watching you more than watching the show.
I'm gonna send not sending a message to the guy because I assume we're well in my range. So I'm just gonna send him a message. Well, that was fun. Fire and all. Nice horns. Ever heard of a little tiefling called Akuma? Maybe now known as Medusa.
He's kind of like, he's like looking around. Who who is saying that? As he speaks out loud. And
Tell him it's the truth.
I just sent another message when he says that. I'm your conscious. Just ever heard of them?
uh, um, Akuma, I think she, and he's just saying this out loud. Some people kind of like looks at him weird and kind of like ignoring it, and some were just what? She's like, I think she was the vessel of our great queen.
Oh, so I don't know. Just as he says that, like, oh, so you've been devoted to bitch boy.
What?
Oh yeah, like you're
And there, and
like I
there's
said,
like,
I just keep sending messages because
and
like
there's
yeah, this is
and
like
there's
a
somebody
thing.
who even comes up to him and is like, looks like they're talking about something, and he's just like gesturing around, and
This is great. Or is just like relishing this. Like if anyone sits next to us, they see with a big smile on their face.
Oh,
uh,
the show's getting better. Podan, just continue to engage.
uh,
So I just keep sending. I send another message. I see like what and like gesturing out. Well, you're supposed to be on equal footing and both destroying the material plane, but it seems you've now been demoted.
what do you mean demote? And like somebody's like, quiet. Let's. What are you talk? Come on, and he's just like, but it won't get out of my.
I just sent a message to the other person trying to get them away. I look at them. I send a message to them instead. Leave him alone. He's mine. Touch him, and you will die.
As he's like already touching, he's like, who the hell said that? Um,
Mother.
are you?
No, leave him.
Go ahead and make
Yes.
a. Are you trying to intimidate him?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and make an intimidation to see if you can get that.
A natural one. Hell yeah.
oh my
I'm leaving it.
god.
I'm leaving it at one. I don't want to change it. I want to see what happens.
He's just
You're reckless.
Yeah, exactly. I'm reckless. I'm not gonna change this. Like I'm reckless. I don't give a shit.
he's just like, let's go see the Elder. Come on, and like he just takes the guy, and they both start walking away from you guys.
I just look at the rest. I mean, that guy's bad news. Like, he was supposed to destroy the material plane together with Akuma, but apparently now. Oh yeah, by the way, I just look at Tay.
Tay's like
What?
on the other side.
I just sent a message to Tay, come over here.
Oh, I'll ninja my way there.
Okay.
Just be like,
As
Rokon,
you
I think that guy was sleeping.
as you Tay, you kind of like just turn around and start walking, kind of like following the group's circle. You completely ignoring the fact that there was a guy watching you, and he's bye, and just goes on his way. It's like you completely forgot about him.
I was trying to forget about him.
But you do easily make it all the way over to Orisa.
What's up?
So I was talking to that guy, right? That's why he was like looking around so weird. Apparently, we were right. Like, Akuma is the vessel.
You think she's here?
Yeah, that guy. Remember when Teller was like telling about the vision that he had? Like, that guy was supposed to be like together with her destroying the material plane.
Hmm.
I mean, like, we
I
can
mean, I
still
was-
see him. Like, he's still walking there. Should we try and kill him?
Should we? I mean, maybe later.
Why?
Well, we got Lily. We got the Titan.
I mean, that guy's apparently also important in some way, or used to be important. I don't know how important he is now. He seems demoted.
If he got demoted, then what's the worry with him then?
I mean, instead of like being on equal footing, now he's the bitch. I mean,
Oh,
he's still
he's the
gonna
bitch.
destroy. He's still gonna destroy shit. He's just a bitch.
Yeah, but if he's the bitch, then what are we worried about?
What part of destroying the material plane did he do?
Well, no, I think he's lower on the totem pole of worry, though.
Yeah, but if he's yeah, we're like 10 people.
Did he give off the feel that he? Joseph,
Did
did
you
he give
see
off
what
the
he
feel?
did you, he's like an absolute baboon? But did you see what he turned into?
Does he give off the feel from what I remember Teller describing it?
I mean, you remember Jack shit apparently.
I don't remember that shit.
I mean, going off your net one, it's hard to tell. It's more of like you're just because yeah, it's just more like at this point, all you can really take is like Orisa's words. You remember? I'll say this: you at least remember Teller saying something. You don't
I
remember
wasn't really
what it
paying.
was.
I wasn't really paying attention to what Teller was saying half the time, so this is kind of hard for me to
Have
give
we
you a.
noticed them talking at this point for me and Rorcon to walk over?
I mean, you guys could have. Everybody could have easily kind of came together if you guys
Yeah,
really
my
wanted
grandpa was just an old man who talked a lot.
to. That's
Well, he did
great.
have visions about things, and that guy specifically matched the vision that he had.
No, he didn't talk much about visions. Mostly about some idiots he traveled with or something like that.
I
God, he
mean, you
was the
look at
biggest idiot.
anyway. I just look at the rest. It's like, I mean, that guy's bad fucking news. I mean, do we want to go kill him or not? I mean, now we have the chance.
Arena kind of like speaks up. I mean, is there a way we can get him to not do that? He doesn't look familiar. I don't think he's caused any
I mean,
harm.
he reverted to the vessel as their queen, and the vessel being the Titan.
And
So I mean, he's on the bad news side.
Sini
Are
kind
you
of
sure
speaks
that
up.
the vessel is the Titan?
All right, well, look,
Probably.
I'm
Why
all
don't we?
game for whatever
What?
we choose, but at this point, it feels like I don't know. They all don't appear to
Or
be threatening.
feels like we're just looking for a fight.
And are we just killing him? Are we killing all of them if they're the enemy?
I mean, I don't know if you need to kill all of them. I mean, that guy in particular seems to be bad news.
What if
I mean,
they?
you just see what he turned into.
I mean, yeah, I see it, and that was horrifying. But what if the others want to join in and try to help him? or defend
You'd have
him.
told me yesterday, I could have planned for this and had something prepared that could have just made it very difficult for him to pursue certain routes. He would have just taken some psychic damage every time he tried to pursue any sort of route in that direction.
That's weirdly vague, but specific as well.
I mean, I could just say like, it would only last 30 days, but I could be like, hey, don't do anything that would get you closer to destroying anything.
Oh, anyway, should we just
That
go?
might count also towards like throwing stuff in the trash, so he might just not be able to throw stuff in the trash anymore.
He
If
might have
that
to ask
if
other
they're
people to do that.
destroyed.
I mean, I'm kind of like on the edge. Like when we have the
But if
chance
he
to kill.
asks them, wouldn't that also be him like putting in effort towards something being destroyed?
Yo, he's walking away. Should we like just fucking kill the dude or
Sales
what?
kind of like speaks up and he's
I
like,
do. It's
look,
like a cell. We're fucking killing this guy. What?
look, I obviously don't know what the rest of you saw, but I've never seen a tiefling do that shit. That looked scary as fuck. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
So we killing
But if
or not killing?
we know for a fact that they're the enemy, then I say all of them.
I mean, like the
All
thing
of
is, like he said when he responded to me, like the vessel, his queen, something. I mean, he was a bit of a baboon, but like bumbling about being confused. But I mean, the vessel is the Titan, right? I look at
Yes,
everyone
but
like, yeah, right, yeah. So what are we waiting for?
why don't we?
I mean, do I have to start it for you, Tay? It's like, what's the point?
No,
The-
I'm just. Why don't we just
There's a couple.
check?
What are you guys going to do? Because there's a couple that are on the fence of not and are questioning this motive, and there's some that are like, I just saw that, and like if we know for a fact they're the enemy, then they're all enemies.
I mean, I could
What-
also just try to trap them in the ground if we're going.
What's less to deal with makes it easier for you all. So it's, I would say
Yeah,
at this point, half
I am.
half the party is split. Right now, it's more like Orisa, Cell, Rorcon, and Cini, and everybody else is kind of like, what?
If it's what we need to do, we can do it. I mean, if there's a way to
Are
solve it without killing them all.
I mean,
might be
if then we
easier.
capture them, I don't give a shit. I just want. Like, we need to do something. We can't just sit here and wait around.
I'm? Not,
I mean, are they straight out aggressive towards us? Do we know?
they weren't.
No.
One of them just talked to me.
What?
Yes. One
That
of them
seems like
went up to me.
important information to exclude.
Well, he creeped me out, but he wasn't threatening. It was like a show to them. It felt like like
Yeah, because they're on the same side.
I mean, it was a show, wasn't it? It was pretty showy, I thought.
And like
Yeah,
they're going to
pretty
see the
catchy
they're going to
beat.
see the elder or whatever. Like we need to stop them before they get to the elder, right? No,
Who's the elder?
I don't fuck if I know.
why don't we follow?
You seem to know a lot of other things about them.
I don't jack shit. The only thing I remember is like what I remember from being told back then. I mean, we could just stop them. And like, it takes me one spell to stop the motherfucker in his tracks.
Like
Why
at
don't
this
we just-
point, like you guys were, in a weird way to imagine, it's like there's a village and kind of like slightly outside of the village. But let's say if it had to ever be walled in, like it's not that far to be included in the wall, but there's no walls. So there's that ritual pit that was right there. They have now already like went into the village of these couple of.
How about we
What
follow
if we
and
just
see?
mess up the ritual? Like,
It's already done.
It's already
why-
done.
but it seemed to like revert at the end. What I'm thinking is like your friend didn't become the Titan or whatever until after they died. What if killing this guy sets something off with him and he ends up becoming like a second Titan or something?
That's
Maybe
not how
we try
Titans.
to
That's
kill
not how Titans work. There's like
I don't know how Titans work.
there's 2 Titans left, right? That were not taken back. One of them we saw as a stone
Mate-
popsicle in the material plane, and the other one is Akuma. So unless there's like a magical third Titan coming out of fucking nowhere,
Maybe he could become that one that's on the material plane if he dies.
I don't think that one would want to help Medusa.
That seems very unlikely. Not to mention that its spirit is still stuck in stone on purpose. I think.
Mm.
Why don't? Okay, how about this? We'll follow and then see if they didn't really give off that any hostility towards me when the one seen me. So why
Yeah,
don't we?
about that one seeing you.
Yeah, about that
Yeah.
one seeing you.
How?
What the fuck?
Well, it was when I was trying to get a good look at the guy that was in the fire and see if I recognized him. And he's like, "Oh, wait till you see this part. It's really good. It's a really good part of the show."
Yeah, aka he's a bad guy because like to us that's bad news.
If,
And he's like this is good news.
if it was bad news, he would have attacked me, but he didn't attack me. He just
He
gave me a
probably knew you
weird
could fucking.
smile.
He probably saw your action. He knew probably if he did anything, you'd fucking chop his head off.
Would you identify the one who was with you if you like saw the crowd and could point to them?
Could I?
Wait, is he still here? Can I look around to see if there's any tieflings
Oh,
near us?
Now
oh,
Listening to our conversation.
there's like you know, maybe about like 3 that's like within the pit trying to not necessarily dig a hole, but it's more of like kind of clearing the soot out, and there's already like a pile of logs that looks like a couple that they probably were already pre-gotten, but at this moment there's just the 3. The rest I've already kind of like went back into the village.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking mess about it. Whilst they're busy arguing, and like Arissa's like she's like tired of shit. She's gonna like look at one of the 3, and she's gonna send a message to one of them. Is the ritual complete?
The ritual? What the fuck
Listen,
did you? He looked
You
at
should
the other guy
pretend
and
to
he's
be
like,
their god.
"The fuck you talking about?" And
and then he said,
what are you?
then did the
What?
the one who said, "The fuck you talking about? You bumbling buffoon! Is the ritual done yet?"
did
And
you just call
as
me
he's looking at the guy that is like he didn't see his mouth move. Are you fucking saying that shit? And the other guy's like, "What are you
And then I
going?"
said to the other guy, I said like, you absolute idiot! If you
Your
don't shut
friend
the
has
fuck
gone
up,
crazy.
like if you don't shut up, I'll beat you.
Go to make another intimidation check.
No, I'm trying to make them beat each other up.
Make a persuasion check to
Hell
see
yeah.
if you can sound just like him.
Hell yeah, no, that's your one. Let's fucking go. This is great.
At least they know it's not each other.
I should have threw
Yeah.
you guys in the shower for a long time ago.
This is hilarious.
They were just like
Reckless
I'm loving
I'm
Orisa.
super reckless
I'm
as well.
loving
Just doing shit.
Shadowfell Orisa.
they're just all like looking at each other and like, the fuck
Then I
is
said to
going
the
on?
then I said to the third person, these absolute idiots. You have to get rid of them. You're way better than this.
With that natural one, he's just also what? Somebody wants me to kill you guys. Yeah, I heard the same thing. The fuck?
Is there a fourth one still left?
No, it was just the
Oh, fuck.
3.
I said to the first one again. Don't listen to them. They're idiots.
Guys, I think we need to go see the elder. Yeah, probably do. There's
Just- we're
something.
just- Our plan
something
now should be just make the line at the elders as long as possible.
they 3 kind of like put down like these makeshift like shovels and just started getting out of the pit and going back into the village.
Arissa,
gonna
as
sneak
everyone is
back.
like arguing, Arissa looks back. Look, I stopped them doing their shit. Like I think I'm making a queue
They're
at the
no
elder
longer
now.
shoveling.
Cell is like,
Okay.
okay.
I mean, at least I'm doing things. You're just sitting here arguing.
So
Uh,
there's no more
I'll-
tieflings by the circle.
no.
No, there's nothing. I just got rid of the
A
last two.
giant version of Tay, because I just remembered that's still up for the rest of an hour. Just starts walking towards the circle.
Hey, look, he's doing something. Let's see what he's doing.
Okay. What do you?
Do I? Okay. Are there any like? Is it like just a fire ring? Like I just want a closer look at this.
Make a investigation check.
It's just a giant goblin. Those
Um,
proportions would look really weird at like 7 feet tall. Investigation. Is it 17?
I'm investing in that one. I need another
Um,
one.
Yeah, we
from
need 4 in a row.
from the times that you went with Tay and you guys like camping outside and stuff like that, it looks just the same but on a slightly bigger scale.
Hmm. Like, it's just a regular. It doesn't look like it's any sort of magical fire ring.
No, like you
Just
kind of go up and even like kind of put your hand in the soot and you're like, yeah, this looks like burnt wood.
I
Uh,
just lick the
you
foot.
kind of like looking at the inner portion of like the fire pit and they're more like not like engraved or really decorated or anything, just a a slab of stone, a decent wide, probably just a rock to be more precise, and it's just enough to make a fire pit to put all of this wood in. So, but other than that, there's nothing appears to be out of the ordinary.
Hmm. I'll just walk back towards the group then, licking the soot off of my hand.
Well, should we trash
Were
the
the
place now that
embers
they're gone?
still lit? Or did he like swallow all of the heat from the fire and put them
Like
out?
pretty much there is no such thing as like little ambers or anything. It's just
Okay.
now complete ash. Like there's a
When
little
I
bit of like smoke kind of like still lingering in the air, but not heavy or anything like that. Um, but there is no like tiny embers or flakes or anything.
when I get back to the group, as I'm like licking my fingers, almost like I had Cheeto fingers or something, and was licking the Cheetos off. Um, I don't think this area is magical necessarily. I think it's more that tiefling is. So I think you might be right about whatever ritual or whatever is already complete.
I mean, they have no clue about a ritual. They're just a bunch of buffoons. Like, it seems like all these people are a bunch of buffoons.
Also, DM, could I have stolen one of the shovels they left behind?
Oh
If
my
you
god.
really wanted to,
Okay, there's just a shovel sticking out of the trunk on my back now.
it's like a medieval, if not farther back, primitive shovel. Put
Shovels.
that. Just put a primitive shovel.
I
Dur-
didn't have a shovel before.
its
I mean,
Any
durability
shovel's
is
better than no shovel.
its durability is close to shit.
Oh, if it looked like it was gonna break soon, I would have taken
it's
all
it's
three.
not that. It's just that's a primitive thing. That they're not like made to handle much of hardly anything. Again, they're shoveling, ash. So it's like the most easiest not damaging to an equipment.
I took 2 of them then. I
That,
left one of their shovels behind.
that's fine.
So there's 2 shovels sticking out.
so do we want to go fact finding in this village over there and look what the elders up? I mean, there's a queue now, but I mean, I could just transform into some random ass fucking tiefling and go in there, I guess.
I already used my 1 transformation, so
I mean, I can do it at will as many times as I want to.
I could become invisible.
So kind of starts to speak up. Are you just trying to get closer to the enemy so you can be them?
No, I want to kill them. Like, what part of killing did you not get?
What the hell?
The fact that I didn't see no killing.
Yeah, because people were like on the fence and didn't want to just start randomly killing people, so, and then half the people would be like, "No, don't kill them," and then I'd be like,
This
"Oh, but I
ash
killed them."
tastes pretty
He
good.
he just eyes you and he's like, sure.
I mean, do you want me to fucking burn the village? I'll fucking do it.
I don't think
But
burning it would hurt him.
He kind of like leans back a little bit and he's like, 20 gold says you won't.
What, are we? We're
Arena,
not
I mean,
betting,
I,
are we?
Arena,
I look at him like, any more bets? Watch me do it.
both
I don't
Arena,
have any gold, but if I did, I would also try to take the bet.
both Arena and Ann kind of like, what has gotten into you guys? Quit.
What quit? What? I mean, now he made it a bet. Now I have to do it.
Alec?
Alec is, I. This feels out of place, but
You want to
he
check
kind of like,
these two?
I mean, he kind of like goes up to both of you and he's just like, "Are you guys
Well,
okay? Like,
yeah,
do
fine.
I
Why?
need to check you?"
I mean, I don't need thing. I don't know.
I'm liking Orisa better right now, and Rorcon less.
This is an issue then.
I mean, I just want to get shit done. I mean, like we're just sitting here waiting around. I don't want to wait around. I mean, we had the chance to kill the guy, but now we have to go fight another entire village if we want to kill him.
I could just kind of turn the
I'm just
ground
gonna
into like mud and keep him stuck there.
I'm
that
just
seems
gonna
like
hold my hands out and be like, okay, I'm pretty sure Arissa would not just suggest this. And
But I am Orisa. What do you mean?
normally you think things through a lot better than this. Like you
He
want
does
to
mean,
have a
suddenly.
point.
I mean, I thought it true. Evil, bad guy needs like remember he's bad. Kill. That's the thought process here.
Yeah, but
Like
you
last
said he
time,
got
the last
demoted.
few times, I didn't kill the people we were supposed to kill. Shit happened. That's why we're here.
Or you brought back people who should have stayed
Yeah,
dead.
exactly. So now it's just like putting people into the ground is better than keeping them alive.
Well, actually,
So
why don't we just
I
let
mean, there's a
Alex
20,
check you
I
and
mean,
see
the
if you're
20 go
okay.
better still. I'm right. Just give me a second. I just need to finish arguing and then I can just torch the place.
Alec, just
Alex,
what do you want me to do? Like
that's not how she normally is. She's acting a lot more like a Kuma than she is herself.
Maybe you could restore her to her former self in some sort of either lesser or maybe greater manner.
do you? I mean, if you don't want me to
I mean,
hold
I'm no
on, I
life
can.
cleric, but
If
Oh my god.
so, out of
Careful, Foden, your clay is showing.
so for both of you two, do you want Alec to use a lesser restoration?
Yes.
Okay.
on Orisa specifically, who cares about Rorcon?
Okay.
You mean Sal.
I mean,
Uh,
I do kind of like this version of Orisa.
all right. So Alec kind of places his hand on your shoulder, Rissa, and like a faint little light kind of starts to glow, and you can feel warmth on it as he casts lesser restoration on you,
Ah, tingles.
and you at this moment no longer have reckless.
I think Arisa blinks. Wait a minute.
You okay? Do you still want to go through your bet of burning down a whole village to prove it to Sal?
No. Yes, because now we made a bet. But no, seems like a stupid idea.
We could do it.
No,
mean,
we're not doing it.
Still already like has like gold, and he's like, I can make
Sal,
it.
put your gold away.
I can make it with 2 extra
No.
platinum.
It is. Now it's 40 gold or 4 platinum. A good
Gosh.
amount.
Why am I the responsible one? This is ridiculous.
I just look at like even though Reckless is a golden race is looking at it like tempting though.
All right. Well, what are you guys going to do? We could
Orisa, you want to
we
do
could
a
technically
flyby?
sit right here and have this argument all day. What are you guys going to do?
But that's the fun part of D&D.
You want to do a flyby?
I mean, we can go into town and just do some shit, right? I mean, and if then, if worst gets to worst, then I blow up town.
I mean, one of them did talk to Tay, so I mean, they might be friendly. We might be able to just walk straight in and have some conversations.
I mean, if you guys want to, I mean, I could go inside and have like see if they're not hostile to us. If I look like one of them, maybe they're even less hostile, right? And I can get some information, and then maybe cash my money in.
Plus, if you come close to dying, you just bamf right to the Feywild and
That's
you'll
an
be
issue.
fine.
That's an issue.
That's an issue.
I have dimension,
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
but
I have
then you
dimension
could
there,
like,
don't worry about it.
oh, I was gonna say, then you could like get back to the material plane, come back through the portal, and we'll all just kind of hang out in that hallway back there, waiting for you to catch up.
That seems like a terrible idea. But anyway,
It is a
should
bad
I
idea.
should I take looks around. Zuya with me and like make her invisible, and then we go finding.
So you and Exuria go.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I'm just look at the rest. I mean, like, you okay with that? I mean, like,
DM, I have a question.
Exuria's just like,
Can my one free invisibility be cast on someone else?
no, because it doesn't last long, and plus it's only on you.
Not the bonus action one. The one I get from Shadow Touch.
If
I
I'm
get one
correct,
free casting.
if I'm correct though, it's a free casting for you. Like it's on you.
I don't know if it specifies that. I'll go read it.
I mean, I can do it no issue myself, so it's not really.
Well,
Second level.
I guess we'll.
I mean, we want the information, right? I mean, like, I don't know.
But
My previous
there-
idea seems weirdly out of place, but at the same time, was kind of interesting at the time. But if we just want to know more things, I could just go in there, right?
Exuria's like, yeah, we can scout. That's not an issue.
No, it's just one free casting of the spell invisibility, which is not a target self spell.
All right, well, that's up to you, I guess. I mean, Arista
I mean,
said
it's up
she's
to you.
already.
I mean, can do it as well. I mean, I could save the spell.
Yeah, it would save the spell slots. This wouldn't use any spell slots.
Sure. Let's make it
Well-
invisible. I turn myself into some random tiefling, like an reddish orange one.
Okay.
I just walk towards Exuya and put my hand out, and I touch her, and my eyes turn completely black, and she turns invisible.
Okay. So, the both of you pretty much, she kind of just like tells you as she goes invisible, and it's just, I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, just shadow me in case things go south. Just stay close to me and touch me so I can get both of us out.
All right. And so.
And then I just proceed to walk after the baboons.
Okay.
Gotta concentrate.
So, just a couple of short minutes as you and a shadow kind of go into this village. It is what you would expect of a non-civilized village. This looks like it, some kind of tribe of sorts. There's some kind of like huts of either rock or just more of like wooden, like with statues of huts and stuff like that. You can see people not wearing like elegant clothings or anything like that. It's just basic as can be, doing the purpose of what a clothing should do. But you kind of walk into town. Okay. As you kind of walk into town, you do get approached by a tiefling, and he's, oh, hey, I don't really recognize you. You must be new here?
Oh, relatively.
Ah, okay. Is there anything I can do to help you? I mean,
I saw these three people like over at the fire pit, and they were like all arguing and saying they were going to the Elder, and I was wondering what that was about.
oh, I don't know. Were they fighting, or was it just arguing?
I mean, they were arguing. It's like someone was talking in their heads or something.
Freaky. But then again, this place kind of does it to you. I mean, he kind of like rubs his ear a little bit, and is like, sometimes I feel like I hear things when I sleep. So, sometimes this place can get the best of you, if you know what I mean. As he kind of bumps elbow with you, and he's just,
Is it?
but don't worry about it. This place is actually pretty great.
Is it? Is it? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been here that much. Like,
Oh well,
I've
I
just been
mean, he kind of like puts his arm around you, and he's just like, here, let me show you around, and he kind of starts to take you away.
Okay, I'm just I was like, yeah, whatever, man.
Okay,
So what do you do every day as you're walking around?
I mean, as he's gesturing to some places and like waving at some people, just basic survival things. Luckily, we don't have to deal with like any demons or anything like that out here, because they ain't on this area, if you know what I mean. So we kind of got lucky there. But
Mm.
we just survive. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard some stories about the vessel. I mean, that seems really interesting.
Ah, you heard. Well, I from she has already done her thing, and like our great queen is like able to actually like we. And he kind of leans in. And is like, I'm telling you, she is really like beautiful, but somebody like me, no, I couldn't. No,
I
no,
mean,
no, no.
why couldn't you? I mean, why not?
Ah,
What's stopping you?
she's the queen. I mean,
Yeah, and
I'm here to serve her for anything she needs. If she needed something like that, then I wouldn't have mind trying to. But, but it is what it is. And he's
I
like,
mean,
oh, and
have
this over here is where we start cooking our meats that we get.
mm,
And as you kind of look, like the meat itself just looks mutated in some sort of way.
uh,
And he's
yes.
like, do you want to try a bite? Like, it's really good,
No,
especially when it's getting kind of smoked. Here, let me
no,
have a piece. And he's
I just ate already. It's
he's
fine.
like,
Like, I
no,
don't
no,
want
no,
it.
here. You look, you don't want to hurt this poor man's cooking. He's really good. Here, you need to try it.
Okay. I just like as he gives it to
Hostage
me
gives his favorite throw.
because I am like, how do you call it? Oof. How do I do this? I just more like, how do I do this properly?
Oh,
Um,
oh,
let me have a look.
oh, oh.
I'm just trying. I'm just trying to make
Oh,
this. I'm trying to do something stupid. I'm gonna have my
he's like
as
this.
he's like looking at me to eat it. I have my servant tap him on the shoulder
And
so that he like gets distracted.
he's
And as he like the moment he looks away, I just like
he's just
Secure
here.
you on the forehead.
You take it and like as yeah, hello, and then he kind of looks back at you as you already tossed it,
just
and
like
Yum.
I mean like it tastes a bit not what I'm used to, but I mean it's pretty okay.
I want to so bad, but and he's just
Another piece. And just,
you know what? Go ahead, just make a deception check. I want to.
Shit.
I like this.
Oh.
Watch my third natural one come in here.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, not sadly not.
He's
Not quite.
and what did you say? It doesn't taste as what you're used to.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, I mean, it takes a little bit of time, but over the little bit you get used to it. It took us a little bit
Mm.
too, but it's alright. And he's just like, keep it up, and he like puts his arm back around you. All right, now come on, let's start going this way. So if
You know what
there's
the hell's
anything you
taking
want
me
to
so
ask him,
far?
Yeah, as we're like walking, I'm like, hey, like there was this one thief that was like look a little bit more buff than the other ones. Like, is he some special one or what?
you must be referencing the the chosen one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
the chosen one.
oh yeah, he's special. He's the vessel for the queen too. It's pretty unique, but she had some grand idea, and our ancestors have been keeping track of who it will be, and finally he showed up, and it's like, yeah, like I'm telling you, it's real good to be in the lifetime. And he like stops to physically lock eyes with you, and he's like, so good to like be in the moment of when this is happening instead of hearing about it or planning. I got to be in it. It's so great. Puts his own
I
back
mean,
on you.
I just said as he like says that, it's like, oh, so you've heard about the stuff that happened in the Material Plane, right?
uh the what, the what are you talking about, what stuff?
So this is you know this place, right? And then you have like other pieces, but they're not the same. You like imagine like layers of sand, and then you have like brown sand, white sand, and like
Yeah, I
black
mean,
sand.
you're talking about back home, yeah. Like
Yeah, exactly. Like back home is what they call material plane, I
yeah.
suppose. Unless you come from the other part, which is like fire everywhere.
No, I like yeah, when it's all right. You must not be, definitely not around here. which,
I just like showed up here I woke up one day. It's really weird.
well, I'm gonna have to catch your story because I'm sure that's gonna be something interesting. But anyways, no. So catch this. So we were doing our thing, right? Trying to just serve the queen, but it was kind of weird because, like, being a statue and all that. But then, lo and behold, like on the shores came this other kind of like tiefling, and like we were told to take her to the queen, and we did, and turned out it was the vessel. Like, blew my mind. I
Mhm.
I wish I was the guy to like carry her, because like that, what an honor that would be. But no, I had to go catch more firewood. Man, I missed all of that. But anyways, so all of like this strange like magic was going on, and then just like boom, her body was like rising, and then like it started to weird things started happening. The statue started breaking and it busted, but then there was nothing in there. Like, and he kind of grabs you like your shoulders and like shakes you, nothing in there. But uh, and at this point you can hear somebody like a faint sigh like behind you.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Jerry's doing it again.
No, it's just from Xuya. It's like, and I'm just sitting there, like, I'm listening because I'm like trying to get information from, like, this guy's just spilling the beans. I'm loving it.
Yeah, but it's just like it is Exuya, and it's just obviously she doesn't like the way how this is going, or just
Yeah,
doesn't like this
exactly.
guy. But
No.
anyways, um, so he's just
Yeah, and
like,
then
but uh, like most of us had to be outside, but then next thing I know, she came out, and like, uh, my eyes, I felt like I couldn't, and he physically has his eyes closed, and he's like, feel like I couldn't see for like ever.
mm,
Oh
What
yeah.
is in that meat?
yeah, like this guy is
Drugs.
fucking, this guy's tripping. But
The meat is laced with drugs.
No.
so like the queen, did she look like I remember, like I heard some stories about like purple, bluish.
I mean, she's not like as big as what the statue was, but not as small as us. But
Did she? I mean,
she,
was she like bluish and like
I
stuff?
mean, like a queen. I
Like a color. I mean, how did like look at you, look at me, look at our colors. Like I'm asking you about the color. Like I heard stories about like a bluish purple.
let me hold on. This get off my screen. Do I have it on here?
Come
Oh,
on,
I did.
Jerry, give me.
It's kind of like yeah, purple, pink. Uh, yeah.
Hmm. I mean, kind of unusual, right? Like most of us are like reddish.
I mean, the order, he's like green, but it's eh, I mean, I've only lived around some of these people, and certain people have like really good stuff, so
I mean, do you know where the colors come from?
I mean, I feel like it's more about when you're like what your role is.
No. You know where it comes from. I can tell you this. You remember like once there were like you have demons, right? And then you had humans, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you following me? And then you have like different types of demons, right?
Okay.
And then like because they had different types of demons, when they made babies with humans, they became different colors. And that's the reason why we are different colors. So you can trace your ancestry back to a specific kind of demon.
Oh, okay.
So that means keep following me. That means considering that she's like blue, that means she's really special, right?
I mean, she's the queen.
Yeah, but before. That's the reason why she was the vessel. The person before she became the queen. I mean,
Talking
I'm
to a
losing you here.
concrete wall.
Uh, oh,
You're talking to a stoner right now.
I I don't know where you're trying to go with. Like, we all have our roles to to do.
I'm just saying you can rise above your role.
I think I'm okay where I'm at.
Are you? I mean, you seem
Yeah.
like a great storyteller. Why are you just okay getting wood for people?
We all get wood. It was just bad timing.
Y'all give wood too, or
I mean,
Yes.
like.
Yeah.
Anyway,
oh, I'm just the janitor. I'm just gonna.
anyway, I was trying to like get to the elevator because I was wondering what those guys were doing. Like,
Oh yeah, let me show you. And he just continues walking you, and he's just like
chatting on about. I think he forgot everything already. He's like,
he's
whatever,
just
man.
talking about more things, and then pretty much just like, yeah. So here it is, and
Last week I stubbed my toe real bad.
it's kind of like you guys made
Right-
a
right
weird
there.
kind of like circle, or a serpentine circle, but you finally got to a building that's a little bit more bigger than most of the other ones. He's like, here it is, the old welder's place.
Is there like people arguing in front of it,
No.
or are they inside? Ah, god damn it.
That's a bit redundant.
No,
The
I wanted
old
to have them
elder.
arguing out there. That would be funny.
No, the old elder's hut.
So
Well, no, because the hut itself is old. The
Ac-
old elder's hut.
I think
Yes,
I think
and
The
he
hut
was
might be.
referring to the elder with old, because the hut's new because they just moved to this plane.
I know.
but
Or
he's
just
like,
thinking too much.
he's just like, all right, so let's go ahead and go this way, and we can continue. I can continue showing you the rest of everything, and like he puts his
I
arm
mean,
back around you.
as he does that, I have my servant tap him on the other side again, and then as he like looks again because I know he's a fucking buffoon. He will look. I whisper to Zuya, take him out.
You're gonna lose invisibility.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So he feels like,
Non-lethally.
huh? And then out of nowhere, just a dagger pokes through his chest. Because I did not hear non-lethally when
I didn't
she
say
said
anything.
that.
It's just,
This
I just
poor
take him out.
guy. I was
Like
rooting for
a
this
dagger
guy.
just kind of pops through his chest, and he's, oh, and then like starts to fall
This
over
reminds me of
like,
that one time.
my servant like catch him like.
as Exudia kind of like pops out, and like as she's pulling the dagger out, that same motion, the invisibility wears off. Like, hold on, you can feel like it kind of snaps, like it. The
And then,
Oh,
I,
they're
and, I
dead.
just, and then I just look, at her, and I
What?
just touch her again and cast invisibility again.
The tieflings are dead.
Go ahead and
Ah.
make a dexterity
So it
check.
looks like you owe Orissa 20 gold.
And
40 gold.
This is a straight dexterity check or what?
yeah,
40.
this is more to see how fast you like quickly cast this.
7, slow.
Okay.
Oh.
And oh,
Oh, this is.
okay. As this happens, like you quickly like the dagger comes out, and Exulia kind of comes like in like out of invisibility, and you quickly turn on trying to cast invisibility on her, and you do get it off. She is invisible, but the like you said the servant's trying to catch the body, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what is he doing with it?
I just
Oh,
like.
hey guys!
I just I'm just okay. This now is gonna be this is gonna devolve real fucking quick right now. I'm not gonna imitate it because I don't want to scream into my microphone. But I'm gonna like Reza is gonna scream and just say and like shout murder in the town.
Okay.
As the servant just lies him on the ground.
Okay. There was a decent amount of people that already saw that.
Hmm.
And saw that somebody popped out. You looked at them, and then they popped like back into thin air.
Yeah.
And so people are already starting to like kind of come and swarm, and as you kind of like scream, murder!
Is your disguise self-concentration?
Nope. It's my
Okay.
hat.
Good.
It's my hat.
This
Like I know
thing's gonna
exactly,
just gone real bad.
exactly what I'm doing.
I mean, things are still going real bad, but
No, this is going fantastic. I'm getting exactly what I want.
There's tons of people coming up, and then there's people like even pointing at you, like This person just did something. Somebody came out of nowhere, stabbed him, and like disappeared, and like everybody's starting to freak out
Seems
and
like
like
a
point at you.
JoJo's Bizarre. It seems like a stand. Exuya is Arista's stand.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Stop! Let them! Stop!
So what are you doing as everybody's like surrounding all of you?
Yeah, I'm just standing there and like just pointing at the body. It's like saying like he's dead. Like he was telling me such good stories.
Who was that a second ago? You just
No, I tried to touch him, and when I touched him, he just disappeared.
What? Go ahead and make a persuasion
you
check.
should have
No,
your empty servant just start touching
That's
everyone.
definitely deception.
yeah,
That's definitely
deception, because people.
Oh,
24.
oh my god.
Rolls are coming out. I got all my
Your
shit rolls
unseen
thrown
servant
away.
is still standing there, right?
No, he's invisible.
Yeah, but he could just start touching people, and they'd probably start freaking out.
um,
Yeah, that's
everybody's
true.
like starting to look around, and there's just like a decent crowd that's starting to continue forming around, and you can kind of hear like close to your wrist that is like, the fuck am I supposed to do now?
I just whisper, like I just like under my breath, I say like, just stay close.
Just, oh, as everybody's like, somebody's like, what? Oh, well, we gotta figure out what this is. Where is it? And
We should go
everybody,
look for it. Spread out, look for it.
the closer circle kind of starts to like pretty much just try to come to quickly pick him up.
Yeah. We should talk to the elder. He knows what to do.
Uh,
You did all this just to talk to the elder? I think you could have talked to him anyways.
there's
No.
Okay.
I'm trying
I
to
don't
create.
think you needed a reason.
okay. As people
Look up.
like, as
Okay, I'm playing D&D. Get the
as-
fuck out
People
of
are
here.
literally going to talk to him just because they think they have a headache.
okay,
Like,
Yeah. Let me have my fun.
As the inner circle of people kind of like swarm in to quickly pick up the body, some of them kind of hit Exuria. She kind of like backs off, like not backs off, but kind of like bumps off a little bit, and people, are like, I think it's still here. Wait, start spamming the air or something, and the people like starting to do this, and like
And, like
some-
as they're doing that, like I can have my servant touch like people on the other side of where Zuya sort of is.
okay,
It can move around freely.
it
that
can.
unseen servant just pants someone.
First off, does it go through people?
Just
No.
poop.
Okay.
Like it's just gonna boop. It's just gonna bump into people. You know what? You gave me a bad idea saying that. Like my servant is trying to like sort of run away, trying to bump into people as he's trying to run away.
Okay, for sure. There's like as it's like trying to make its way through the crowd, and people like starting to grab it, and like I think I got it, yeah, and like kind of dog pile on top of it.
Yeah.
Ex- at this moment, you don't hear anything about Exuria. So what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like I'm just like like moving myself a little bit to the outside of the group and just watching the chaos unfold in front of my eyes.
There's people who like quickly are like picking up the body and like running into the elders building, and everybody else is like either like still some people are like trying to fan the air, some are
Yeah.
dogpiling on what they assume is when somebody said I got him,
Yeah.
and then everybody else is just kind of like backing away, like kind of like scared of what's happening.
I'm just gonna like sort of like try to like scribble my way off to the side to like like one of the. I assume there's like a bunch of tents, right?
Yeah, I mean they're all over the place.
Yeah, I like it's time for step 2 of making chaos in this village.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And even though I'm not reckless anymore, I'm enjoying this way too much.
Okay. What do
So
you do?
like, are people looking at me or not?
At this moment, people are not really paying attention to you.
I'm just gonna walk behind one of the tents, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna like, I mean, this is pretty flammable shit, right?
Oh my god.
I mean, you gotta get my bed done, right?
Okay. You set like one of them on fire. It's not like they're all touching, by the way.
No, I know. I just set 1 on 5 for another distraction, and then as like it's sort of like catching fire, I just go to another one, like making sure no one's looking at me, and then I just like a
Make-
second one.
Okay, make a well.
Make me roll.
know
What
what?
am I rolling?
No, because the fact that I'm gonna look at it as the fire is
I
not
create my own
the
distraction.
fire is not rapid.
No, exactly.
It's like it takes it. It's going to take it just a moment. So you quickly like light the bottom of it and kind of. I'm not going to say you just generally walk, but you kind of like speed walk your way to the next one and quickly do the same thing. I'll say you have
That's-
like a couple of seconds to start moving away before like smoke starts to kind of like
yeah,
take.
and then I just move. I circle around to the other side, and I just stand there looking at the chaos again from the other side, waiting
Okay,
for the next part of the chaos to start happening.
okay, so it's like as you kind of get like halfway going to the other side, there's smoke that's already coming. Fire! There's a fire! And like other people are like, what? Is there a fire?
What?
And so they're like trying to go get buckets and stuff like that, trying to put it out.
And then I'm gonna like get rid of my servant and get when I'm like around like when people are like so super distracted, we're gonna have my servant pop up next to me again,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go to tents on the other side whilst they're busy there and just put those on fire as well.
Okay. Uh. Okay. Uh.
I'm just
Uh,
causing general chaos in the town right now.
Okay.
Oh, how do you
The
think
rest,
it's going in there?
the rest of everybody else is you guys start to see like little puffs of smoke starting to come up.
So you
So
got
what
that
is
40 gold?
what is the rest of everybody else doing?
So you got that
He's at-
40 gold?
Got it right here.
Oh, why are you?
Um.
Ah,
Uh. Arena's just like, should we go in and investigate? Like, what if
No.
they're in trouble?
No.
no. We
I mean,
should.
I did mention that I would dimension door if things were going to go down south.
Marissa did say she was going to dimension door if things went bad.
If she's not back soon, maybe.
But these are like innocent people.
Give her at least 10 rounds.
What's 10 rounds? I don't know what 10 rounds are.
So,
It's how
Uh,
long it takes to run around a relatively small hut.
so anyways, if the group is not moving forward, Arissa, what are you doing as you have already created? I'm gonna say a couple of fires in different locations.
I'm never
just,
doing anything stupid again.
I'm just gonna like at this point whilst like the chaos is fully like starting. I'm just gonna whisper to Zuya, just like, I think we can just walk out of this place right now. And I'm just gonna like slowly make my way out of
Like
town
you're just
back
gonna
to
leave
anywhere.
the village. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Are you kidding me?
like a couple of minutes go by as the group starts to see more and more puffs of smoke as they just start emerging from a lot of places, and relatively 5 maybe 15 minutes or so
We're probably
as
starting to walk in that direction.
as Arissa or a tiefling that you all saw what Arissa turned into is approaching you guys again, kind of like not coming from the direction of the village, but like off to the side.
I just like
Glad
as
you
I'm
say
coming.
that we saw her transform because I was about to say I chill touched the tiefling.
Oh my god.
It's like as I'm like walking back up and like as I'm like disappearing into the tree line again, I'm just gonna turn back into myself. I mean, like, I got some pretty good information. Also, where's my gold?
So it's just like,
Oh, got it ready.
well, I mean, you did it, but I was actually expecting a more like death. I mean, I
I mean,
don't know.
we did kill someone.
We don't know what happened in there.
It's like I just say to him, like, we did kill people, so
I know,
I
but
mean-
like I'm expecting huge fires. But you know,
What did
whatever.
they-
I don't care. He just throws
What-
money at you.
What?
easy. I just
Wait.
like and I break the invisibility on Zuya. I'm just like, so that guy that I was talking about, that we saw right there, he was apparently also supposed to be one of the vessels for the Titan. They call him the Chosen One. So I mean, he sounds like bad business. We did have to kill the guy who gave us the information because I forgot to mention that you should probably just knock him out, but I said take him out, which is error on my end. But
Like Zuri's
Seems
just
just like-
kind of like,
I mean, I'm not blaming you. I said it's an error on my end. I said take him out. I mean, you did what you're supposed to do. Like, I'm getting like thumbs up. It's just me being an idiot. Anyway, so
So
this village seems to be, apart from, like, there seems to be two important people here. That guy that we saw turn into this demon thing, and the elder. These are the two important people in here. The rest is just the servants, I suppose.
so
Also,
did you question the elder and him then? Did you ask the elder, the chosen one, anything?
no. I thought I would come back before I started getting in too deep. Because I feel like they might have some way of seeing through my magical disguise.
So you started fires, you killed somebody.
I mean,
I
I
mean, I
just
had
want
to.
to point out they have a guy who can like instantly absorb fires or whatever.
I mean, I think that seems more like a. I mean, it seemed like ritualistic.
Performance?
Yeah.
I mean, but
Yeah.
this location didn't really seem to have much magical energy.
No.
Is the
Anyway.
smoke still rising in the distance, or has it sort of started to dissipate already?
Not at the moment.
Maybe it is something he can only do like once a day or something, but
No, I just given like as he's just saying that. Like, so this guy. So what happened here? They were these people who lived apparently on the island, right? On the reef. They lived there on that island. And then one day, someone he didn't really know who it was because he was busy doing things. The guy that I talked to brought Akuma's body out of the ocean, and we know that she died on the ocean, right? And they brought her, and then they brought her to the statue, and apparently, so that other Titan's also locked in the statue, and they like sort of she raised into the air, you know, magic ritual, all the good stuff, implanted her essence into Akuma, and then they went to this place, and now they're like now she's magnificent and great, and apparently grew in size as well.
Did they tell you where that she was?
No, this guy
Anything
knew
like that?
nothing. Like, if you want that information, I guess we have to get the Elder. But I didn't want to go in all gung ho and take the Elder when there's like a chosen one there on my own. I think half an hour ago I probably would have taken him on my own, but I don't know what you did, but it sort of stopped that train of thought. So we are potentially sitting here on a bunch of information if we capture the Elder and perhaps the chosen one. But we might have to kill a bunch of random people.
I mean, it seems like you kind of already started that, and I just look at the smoke rising.
I mean, like the fire is just tents, it's not people. I mean, there might
What
be
if there
people
were
there,
like
right?
women or children inside of the tents?
I mean, they're
That's
tieflings,
kind of
right?
like a war crime.
I mean, I feel like there's no tribunal who will judge me on that. There's no Hague here. No, but like in all honesty, it's like if there's information here, if you want to go get it, it just means that we have to either be extremely subtle about it and like go in, go out, or we just waltz our way in there and we just take what we want.
Can't you? Why not?
The same group of people besides Orissa are like, let's just go in and get it done with.
Come on, guys, you're a bit passive here. Like, what do we want to do?
I guess we'll see what we can find out.
I mean, if we're going in killing, I guess we're going in killing.
I mean,
Wait, we're
like,
killing?
I mean, you can
That's
also,
what we've said, right?
I mean, you
Yeah.
could also create a massive distraction on the side, but then, I mean, I don't know how long you can stay away from killing if you create a massive distraction, right?
I could probably do that.
We
Okay,
want the Elder.
you wanna help
Yeah.
team distraction?
Who were you asking?
Sure.
Did you
Tay.
actually play?
I mean, I could ask Arena. Arena could join
what-
us as well.
What do you want us? What's the distraction?
I was thinking maybe you could be like a giant ape or something, and I could become like a giant snake or a giant like lizard of some other sort. Or
And
maybe
we're
we
just
could
gonna
just kind of make some noise and uh See if we can draw some of their attention.
I mean, that
We have
sounds
to
like
do
a
the
good idea.
giant
I
ape.
mean, you two cause a
Shoot the
distraction. The rest of us go in, take out the chosen one if he wants to fight, and take the other. I mean, we want them preferably both alive, but it seems like the elder's the one we actually want alive. I mean, it
Not
sounds
the
like a good.
highest of spell slot to spend on distraction, but
I mean, we're gonna be here for a while. It's not like we're gonna be
Yeah.
done in like one day anyway. So, I mean, let's do it. I mean, it sounds like a good plan. They're already on edge, so if something shows up, they probably have like they're probably gonna all flock out. I mean, like when Zuya fucking stabbed the dude, like everyone just came running. So, I mean, if they see a giant ape and another beast out there, they're probably gonna all flock to it, leaving the
Should
elder
we
problem.
should we make it look like we're fighting? Todan?
um, I don't know if maybe we probably shouldn't like damage each other in case we need to be able to use our abilities. I could also be like an octopus or something a little more.
It could be flying, and you could have like as the ape throwing rocks at you,
I
but
could
like
be like
easy
a
to touch.
giant vulture, and you could be throwing rocks and like purposefully missing.
Yeah.
Okay. This is like some King Kong shit right now.
Yeah.
I was trying to
If I-
aim for a Kong versus Godzilla at first, but there's not really a Godzilla equivalent. I can't really turn into a T-Rex. That's already been said no to, so
Yep.
um I can turn into a two-headed crocodile if that's allowed. That is CR1.
Have you seen a two-headed
No.
crocodile? Oh, okay.
I'll become a giant
all-
vulture, I guess.
Okay.
That seems like something that'd be a little more Shadowfell related, rather than like a giant eagle or a giant owl.
I mean, a giant ape is also not really shadow related, but I mean, it works, right?
Yeah. Giant apes just kind of in case things do go bad, they would have a good chance to kind of kill things.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest here. These people are, apart from maybe the chosen ones, that's bunny is. These people are like, you look at them and they die. So I don't think a giant ape is gonna like. It's more like It's not so much like will they have an easy time. It's more like how easy will it be.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's a good distraction. I mean, like, they're definitely gonna get distracted, and we can all just rush in with 8 people, try to subdue the chosen one, take the elder prisoner. I mean, if we can get both, that's fine. If we have to kill the chosen one, then we kill the chosen one. I mean, we could
Okay.
try to, like, we could just try to knock him out. But if he really makes us go all the way, we go all the way.
So we should start this battle question mark?
I guess.
Okay.
All right. So what are you guys
Okay.
doing?
I guess
They're gonna start their theater on the other side.
should
We go left. I know where to go. We go left. You go right over there. That's the other side.
should we start walking there before we polymorph, or polymorph and then kind of start?
No,
Just
just.
start walking.
I mean, you can sort of fight your way there, I guess, in a way. I mean, like, probably, like, throw a rock at, like, some tents. Like, get their attention.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll do it here and just start fighting our way in that direction.
Yeah, let us go
Yeah.
first. Give us like 10 minutes to get over to that side.
Okay.
How long is
Alright.
10 minutes? 10 minutes is a long. We'll be really far away.
Okay,
50
so
5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes.
Okay.
all right, so everybody but Tay and Podan are going to the left, kind of where
Yeah.
you were
I mean,
coming
if Arena
from.
wants to join us and be a second vulture, she can, I guess.
Arena's like, do I need to? I feel
No, we
like,
probably need more guns on the chosen one if we can. I think like a 2-man theater is fine.
okay.
Yeah.
And she
What's a theater?
kind of just hesitant but walks with you guys. So as the team splits and before you guys enter a village, you can kind of start to hear the sounds of both Podan and Tay going in a transformation, and it sounds like they're in a fighting. I don't want to say squabble, but a fighting.
Skirmish. A
Yeah, skirmish. Going on the other side of the village.
This day is fucking wild for these people. This day is so
So
wild.
what does the other group? What do you guys just like? Do you guys just walk in and like how do you
We
do
like
things?
I think I'm just gonna be my tiefling self again. I'm just gonna tell her just wait outside of town a little bit, and I just walk into town and I just look to see if people are going to watch the fight.
Okay, so there were still like some people trying to help put out fires, and then like there's some people like yelling in a way of
Mm.
like looking over there. I really want to do it so bad, but
Kaiju!
Just a giant vulture swoops down and tries to pick up some random tiefling.
Godzilla! I'm so sorry.
Can I pick up a random tiefling?
Roll a d20. Actually, no, sure. You just randomly swap down and just pick up a tiefling.
5.
Yeah, well, it didn't matter. You just randomly swoop down and pick one up.
I'll fly over top of Tay and just drop the tiefling in Tay's vicinity, not trying to hit Tay, but trying to drop it near as if I was trying to hit Tay. As if I was using them as ammo.
Okay, and Tay just smashes him.
From like 40 feet in the air, I just drop the tiefling, and then they get
He's like,
No,
smashed
no,
all the way
no,
down.
no, it's too late for that now, Tay.
It's done. It's done.
You got a 10-foot reach. I was aiming for your vicinity.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
As
I'm just gonna
That's
keep
awful.
doing that. So
as
there's this
the
vulture that's
it
using
like
tieflings as ammo to fight a giant ape. Is the giant
I'll
ape
say
also
this.
then
I'll
using
say
those
hold on, hold
tieflings?
on, hold on. I'll say it like this. I'll say it like this. Tay, for you as you're like, trying to just throw things, and again, you're trying to make it look realistic. But both of you are just trying to go at it, and you just see the eagle look like it goes low, and it's coming back up, and you just see something flying. You wasn't expecting, and there was no conversations about tieflings or people being involved. So you do this like you're trying to catch it, and you're like, trying to be cool about it. And then it's like as you open, you see, while it's not like huge all over your palm, just a decent though of blood splatter on both of your hands. Like
Nissan!
it's, and then you just see this vulture looks like it's dipping down again, and it's starting to throw more and more people at you.
Oh my god! She's
No,
gonna try
this
and
is-
catch them without crushing them.
Okay.
This was
Falling
the plan!
40 feet.
Okay. So, do you like you start backing up like you're trying to dodge them? Okay.
No, I'm trying to catch them. Like,
You're trying to catch them. What are you doing with them? Okay, you
I
know
thought
what?
we were trying to
You know
destroy
what?
I'm
this
setting
village.
them down.
Hold on. I would like for you to either no, you would have to do both of these. As a grade ape, because you should have that sheet in your thing that you can roll from. A dexterity of you trying to quickly catch, and since you said set down, you're trying to quickly catch and put down, catch and put down, catch and put down.
Granted, it'd probably be like one person per turn.
Give me 2 dexterity checks and 2 strength checks, and I'll tell you what each of them are for.
First X.
Hmm.
4, a 7,
Hmm.
a 17,
Okay.
and a 9.
One person survived.
Okay. So, as this giant vulture is swooping down, picking people up, and it's just tossing, like, it's going down, like, grabbing one, grabbing two, and it's just doing a giant circle. But to you, it also feels quick because you're a little bit traumatized the fact that you wasn't expecting this was supposed to be a thing, and you killed one of them.
I'm not even dropping them at Tay. I'm like dropping them like 10 feet away from Tay, and then Tay tries to grab them.
Because I'm thinking that's probably gonna kill them. The fall will
Okay,
kill them.
I would say trying to put, like, you have to be at least higher than 10 feet, that's for sure, because
I'm trying to fly like 40 feet in the air and then drop these people.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna
Well,
definitely die
so
for that.
here's the thing: is as you're flying, you're still swooping to miss Tay, so you're still launching them at
I mean,
Tay.
that's still 19
Oh
damage. That
my-
could kill any of these
And
guys.
Tay, as Tay's starting to realize, like, one kind of hits you in the shoulder, you're like, what? And then you see what he's doing, and it's just like a cycle. And then so you try.
We're supposed to be killing these people, I thought.
So
that was what came across to me.
Okay. So you quickly go and you try to catch them, and you're missing because you're afraid of, like, just you're still traumatized with the first one that you just slammed together with. So you're trying to, the first dex is you're trying to just catch them, right? And you're trying to catch them, and the first strength is do you squish them or not? And so if
I
you manage to catch any of them, you are squishing them in your palm, okay? And then the other dex is for you to like know where you're going in a sense and not like step on each one.
Oh no!
So the some that you do miss, if they happenly survived, they're being stepped on. And the second strength was to see no, I'm sorry. The dex was to see how quickly you can put them down. So you can go back to the next one and the next one. So the second strength is how much force were you putting them down, and you wasn't that bad of like trying to quickly put them down, but like you're just putting down corpses upon corpses.
I just want to point out, Arissa did say something along the lines of, "It's not war crimes; they're tieflings."
No, I didn't say that.
Wow.
I was
said
like,
there's no-
Oh
no-
my
I was like,
god.
I said
"You're
there's no
burning
war
down a
crimes.
village. What if there's women and children? That could be a war crime." And you're like, "They're tieflings."
No, I didn't say that, Tiefling. I said there's no tribunal that will judge us.
Oh, yeah, something
So
like that.
okay, so before we get back to the other group, that's what's happening is
Oh my god.
there's
This is
a
just
giant vulture grabbing people and chucking them.
Yeah, you
which
just
is
see this happening.
I just like
Poe, who's a giant vulture, sweeping down, grabbing these just people, and they're not fighting. They're like trying to run away, and he's just swooping down, grabbing whatever he can, and start chucking at you.
Okay, if they're trying to run away, I'd probably switch after about the fourth person.
You didn't say anything beforehand. All of this
No, you
happened.
didn't say that. You were literally chasing these people down.
You were
Assume they would be
determined.
coming towards us to fight. But if it's
No,
getting
they-
harder and harder to grab one because they're getting farther and farther away,
I mean,
I'm probably gonna start grabbing random rocks.
I will assume that, but for the most part, you're going on like people like close to the outside portion of the village.
Yeah,
Because
but I'd assume eventually people running would get far enough away where I can't.
that's
just pick
true.
them
I'm
up
not.
in
I'm
one
not
turn.
saying you're doing the whole village, but at the same time, you made it clear what you were doing, and then so I had these rolls
I was
set.
trying to do it with like one or two people at first, and then judge the reaction once it happens.
You didn't say
But
that.
then it was just so funny of what was happening with
Oh
Tay.
my god.
So, Tay, you trying as an ape, you trying to grab these people, missing if not most of them. You might be able to grab like one or two of them, and then
I'm
either.
just confused why Tay isn't throwing stuff back at me.
So that's happening. That massacre on one side of village is happening. Marissa and the other group, what are you guys doing?
I guess with that fucking chaos going on, I just sitting there. I think I was just stares at it for like 5 seconds or 6 seconds.
And yeah, by the way, you went into town trying to look, and as you see this happening, a lot of people like swarming, trying to get into the hut, trying to find some sort of shelter. The elder's hut. Like a stampede of people.
I just look at the other people. I'm like, why? And, like I just walk back. I was like, it's like this incredulous look on my face. It's like, why did we send the one person who's been saying that he wants to kill anything and that he doesn't mind death to be part of a distraction that could potentially involve killing people?
Cell is just, you're the one who allowed them to go. They're your
No, so I'm
they're
asking this
your
out loud. So
teammates.
I'm asking this out loud to myself.
I'm sorry, I like to pie in. Alright.
Alright, anyway, they're all cutting up in the Elder's Hut right now, so I mean, how much of a show do we want to make?
One well-placed fireball.
I mean, it's like, I just look at, I mean, it's like, Since you're apparently also murder hobo today, it's like, I mean, if you want to go, I mean, now you can go, but I mean, we need the Elder alive. We could also try to be the saviors of the town and see if they appreciate that part. I mean, that's also a different thing.
Like,
We are
Arena,
terrible. We are
like
terrible.
you see in this one, Arena, like, being able to, like, slightly see what happened, like, she's in shock of
Yeah, I'm
this.
also in shock. It's
I'm
like, this
trying
is-
to catch him.
Arena's in shock. Anne is in shock. Seni's just kind of like, she's doing a little bit of chuckling. I mean, it's kind of working. It is a distraction.
Yeah, I mean,
Rorcon,
yeah, this is a distraction.
both Rorcon is just not saying anything, just in more uptight, and then Cell is just, oh, the shit we got into.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well,
He's just standing in a field of red jelly.
So
Oh
it's
my god.
is,
so
is that no one? Is that like I'm just like as I'm like standing there, it's like is the fucking chosen one not coming out? Is he just also being a bitch? Like
so
is someone coming out?
No, the
I'm just
chosen
wondering.
one's probably already paced.
I will say this. It's Poe. You got about roughly at least 10 people before like it's like they started fleeing more inner into the city
I'll start
or
grabbing
into the town.
grabbing pieces of burnt hut.
Some of it kind of like you were able to grab something. Some of it just kind of like crushes too easily to be really anything but dust. So, what do you guys do?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I just say to the guy, like, let's just, we can go around the backside to the back of the tent. Let's just see let's just keep an eye on the front, see if the chosen one comes out. I mean, like, everyone is fleeing to the tent anyway now.
Okay,
So I guess we can just make our way closer to the tent. I'm just gonna see if
Making our way.
that red evening that special evening comes out.
okay. You guys kind of circle behind the eldest hut and trying to look and spy a little bit, and you see more people kind of like trying to get in, like people that doesn't really appear to be uh let's just say fighting of sorts.
Mm.
And then what sort of fighting material you do see, they kind of have like wooden spears, and they're all like kind of outside the hut, and they're just like
Absolutely
look
terrified.
like, yes, they're like they're scared because of like they were all told they're safe.
They just hear like a ah in
You
the
know what?
background.
I'm gonna do this. Arissa, if you want to make like a perception investigation or insight on these people with spears, you're more than welcome to.
I can investigate them, I guess, because that's the only one that I don't roll shit on.
It's just whichever of those three you like.
25.
Okay. These ain't soldiers, they're like hunters.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm seeing if the.
Just an
I'm just-
animal. I'm a CR1 animal. Hunters could take me out if they tried. I've got
Wait, the
20
monkey.
hit points and a
The monkey.
AC of 10. The monkey's a little more scary, but
There is a difference between those two of them.
yeah, a vulture shouldn't be that scary. I
Well,
also
to get
shouldn't be
it,
able to kill that many people. I feel
getting a
like a group of
CR8.
commoners could kill a CR1 monster
Yeah, if they
relatively.
weren't fleeing in
Okay,
fear.
but that's the thing
Yeah.
is that's like a town that probably also has like
A
some
militia.
like little bit of soldiers too or
Yeah.
something. You have no
like,
idea about what these people and what their lifestyle was.
They do have some very primitive shovels.
So I'm just sitting there like waiting for like another minute. It's like there's nothing happen. Like is that guy not coming out? Is it just them standing there being scared?
Yes.
I get bored and kind of land on one of the huts and kind of look over at them, and I try to like be like, "Come on!"
Like
But it just comes out as a
they they all kind of like you can't tell from your distance, but like some appear to have like their spears kind of like at the
keen
ready.
seeing.
Do what?
I have keen eyes and keen smell.
Well, I mean like of long distance.
What, you think one of them peed themselves?
The which is kind of regardless. The more of the factor is that they're shaking really badly. And so, but you're still going about doing your thing. And no, the special tiefling that you're on the outs, the special tiefling that you're out looking for is not emerging.
Okay. I'm gonna try something. I'm just gonna send a message. And like I just point at the hut. I'm like somewhere here. He should be here somewhere. I just send a message to that guy again. I'm just gonna. Well, what are you waiting for? This is your chance to shine. Just some beasts.
What? What do you mean? I don't fight. That's not my job.
And I said, you're the chosen one.
Who are you? And it's like, it's he feels like you're getting back not incomplete like sentences because you can probably assume because of so many people in there, it's like it's hard for him to really understand what you're kind of. He's hearing your voice in his head, but also
Yeah, I
hearing
know.
all of these people.
It's like I sent a message again. Like this is just, like, or is this just like me as Leroy? I'm just fucking enjoying. I'm just thinking like enjoying every fucking second of this. This is great. I love it. Anyway, or is just gonna send us message. What do you mean? Like what? Like you're the chosen one. Like why are you not doing anything? Show the people what you can do.
Balance to the force. Wait, no, wrong one.
I'm bringing balance to the force right now. The Anakin method.
Oh
Master
my
Skywalker,
God.
what do we do?
He's not really quite responding because he didn't understand what you said.
He doesn't understand what I'm saying. Okay.
It's just because it's, to be fair to you, it's just because it's loud in there. That's right.
I'm
It's
just gonna send a message.
he's
yeah.
having problem focus on like the people around kind of screaming in terror and then like hearing this voice again back in his head.
I'm just gonna say like because like I don't want to raise my voice on video, but
Yeah.
like I was just gonna say like a loud hey, like focus up. We got business to do here.
So you're able, I'll say you kind of re-say what you previously said as well.
Yeah.
And he's just I'm I'm just a vessel, and he's kind of like screaming this out loud. He's trying to match the volumes that's going on around him.
Mm.
He's like, I'm just a vessel, nothing more, nothing less.
He's
And I
just a
just say to
regular.
like, and I say, well, back there in the fire, we're looking like a lot more than just a vessel.
Cause that's not me.
Oh no.
Well, then bring the other guy out.
Oh no.
What other guy?
Oh my god, you're useless.
Oh no.
I just say that out loud.
Could I fly over and land on the Elder's hut?
I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Try to take a section of the roof off and fly back to Tay?
Yeah,
Drop the section that I took
that's
off?
relatively extremely easy. As you start to kind of like fly over, there is like a couple of spears thrown at you, but they're like
I have an AC of 10.
They're like weak.
it's
They're
to
terrified of you.
put it in more from a understanding of a player's point of view. They're yes, they're hunters, but they're not large game hunters.
Eh,
These are like
I'm not
simple,
large game, I'm giant game.
which furthers the thing. So while they might have some decent aim, it's A, this ain't strong enough to really hurt you at all.
Yeah.
And then B, it's like they're also really scared of the other thing as well. So like it's not like they're on the hunt. This is
Yeah.
I'm going to die.
So something the size of like a giant pteranodon just lands on the roof and just kind of like a California condor, uh, standing like 6 feet tall, just lands on the roof, looks down at them, and then flies off with a section of the roof.
Like
Oh my god.
as you start to fly off, like
Like we just see this happen above us, right? Like just straight up above us. Like
Yeah.
okay, what is that?
okay. Roll me a d20. Oh.
5.
Hey, 5 again. It's 5.
Okay, cool. As you like rip off parts of the roof and parts of it kind of crumble into the hut, you do take it though, and kind of like throw it at Tay, who's like still in this panicking type thing of like what has happened,
fuck
and
is
kind
this?
of like slams into her. But so yeah, you do that.
I just look at the other people. I'm like, I think you know when you have like a little egg, and then you have like a sledgehammer, and you're trying to crack the egg with a sledgehammer. So just, I think that's sort of what's happening here. These people are completely useless. That guy, I'm talking to him. He's like a fucking idiot. Like whatever is in him is not him.
And
It's
as you're
something else.
saying this, because he'd done that, everybody's just now like running out and like
That was
go like trying to just find any place of shelter. So it's like a stampede of just people trying to run.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
just-
flying in the air now, like you know how like a vulture circles overhead when there's dead
Oh
things?
my
I'm just gonna start
god.
doing that now, hundreds of feet in the air, because
Okay.
I feel like
Okay, I just look at everyone. We're
I've
looking for a
messed up
great.
enough.
Now that like we're looking for a green tiefling. That's what we're looking like an elderly green tiefling is what we're looking for. That's the person we want. He knows more than anyone else here. And that guy, if we find that guy again, I mean, he seems to be completely useless. So I mean, we could just. I think we just can just walk to him and grab him.
Uh,
I-
so you guys can, if you guys are watching, go ahead and make a perception check.
And I just look at Alec. Alec, please save me. I can't look for shit.
Alex just like, I think
Like,
we
let's.
all going
I
to
want
need
to
some
end this.
saving.
I want to end this. This is like gone way out of hand.
Perception. Okay. As like the crowd is starting to go,
Killed 10 people.
You
Yes.
did!
Alex like
Yeah.
Kinda like
you were supposed to
trying-
like play fight.
like most of you
That's
guys,
what I thought!
most of the group that's behind the hut, it's pretty much just like beside the hut, just watching people flee. Like nobody's paying attention to you guys as they're all
Yeah,
fleeing.
I know.
I thought we were supposed to be killing this village. That
And
was what I
No!
understood from burning it down.
well, anyways,
We can
as
talk about it later.
as the group is starting to go, and it's starting to reach the point of like people like the back end of the stampede, and Alex like, there in the middle, looks like he's going straight towards the pit.
Get them, both of them. Get both of them back here.
What do you guys do? Like, do you just all charge? Do you like?
I just yeah, I have whole person as well. Let me just look at the specific wording.
Because right now, like it's like very split seconds of seeing people.
Are they together? The green and the red one, or like the special one and the green one. Are they together, or are they just separate?
It's hard to tell. It's only easy to tell of the green one because he's green.
Okay. I say to let's see who's probably the fastest. It's the monk, right? They have a monk, right? I just say what's his Cinny is her name.
Yeah.
I look at the monk. You get the special one. I'll get the green one. I cast hold person on the green one.
Okay. So like you because I'm enjoying this, make a dex trying to time it right.
Just
See if
holds
you-
the wrong person.
I mean, I'm
The guy in
enjoying
the
this.
pavilion just gets paralyzed.
If
It's
you're before you roll it, if you're above 10, you easily catch the person.
Yeah, I was not gonna make it let it go to a roll. I said I'm important. I'm gonna roll 14.
Oh, okay. You want to roll 14? All right.
Yeah.
You
I just-
like
I'm not
you
taking a
waiting-
risk on this.
you waiting a second, and it's just like seeing how important this is. You're just like kind of concentrate, and it's like you're trying to do what you usually do is of like feel this luck of energy that you can feel kind of like it's being given to you and then you using it, but it's like you as you start to close your eyes and feel for a second, it's almost like you feeling deep down inside of you, and it's like you're pulling it out, and as you open your eyes just at that same time launch your hand, which just catches this person. He just like freezes, and like a decent amount of people, like about 4 to 6, kind of slam in the back of him, kind of falling over and like rolling to the sides because he was in the midst of the crowd. And there's some like, what's going on? Come on, Elder! As they're trying to like pull him, and obviously
He's like a brick.
he's not budging. Sini, as you told her to find a special one, she pretty much like climbs up on top of the broken pieces of the wall and is like looking around and tries to wave at Yupo and to like try to come get her.
from hundreds of feet in the air. Can I see this?
I mean, I don't think you're hundreds of feet. I mean, like.
Well,
yeah,
you
that's-
haven't been describing yourself as 100 feet in the air, so
Yeah.
I
You're
said I'm
circling
just
above.
gonna go like 100 feet in the air and start circling
Yeah, that's
Like
still
the
100 feet.
vultures
That's fine.
normally
That's
do.
easy. You
Yeah,
can easily see that then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll say that should be easy enough as you're just watching and catching an eye out.
When I see her wave, I'll swoop down towards her then.
Oh God, he's gonna throw another person at
Okay.
me.
As
This is a
I'll
monk.
try to grab her and the special one in one of each talon.
well,
I think
it's
she's trying to
no,
get you to it.
it's just her.
It's just her.
Yeah, it's just
Okay, then
her.
I'll just try to swoop down and grab her with both of my talons.
Okay, as you do,
Kind of like Eon from the old Rudolph movies.
okay, as you kind of like get close, she like just jumps up, so it kind of makes it easy to just kind of scoop her, and you can hear her as she yells, "Just fly over the crowd again!"
You can hear it. You can understand.
Yeah, I understand. I'll just start flying over the group.
Um,
I'll be like, "Is there someone you're trying to look for?" But it just comes out as as I'm swooping over the group.
and let's
Oh
see
my
what.
God, you're gonna.
This is just fucking fantastic. I love this. This is literally
This
trying
is-
to crack an egg with a sledgehammer. We're like literally sledgehammering the egg at the moment.
Okay. As you guys are flying over, what are you guys doing? First,
I'm just
Tay, what are you
You
doing?
didn't tell me what to look for.
I'm.
He just
I-
sees me probably trying to massacre more people.
no, Trey's
Tay.
probably traumatized.
Okay.
I'm-
Tay, what are you doing?
I think she's just looking at her hands, just like. He didn't say he was gonna throw people. We didn't say we're gonna throw people.
Ooh ah.
Okay. So as
Standing
you're
right outside the city as people are like running towards Tay and then splitting
no,
off.
there's some people who like continue to see this and it's like no, I will like go try my go back the other way, hide in some of the huts that has not been destroyed.
Vulture just comes swooping down, cawing.
Um,
They're just
so
stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Arissa, what are you doing with your
I just say to everyone
elder?
else, I'm just say like I just split up the group. I just say like you guys go help Cindy to the Star Guardians. Like me and Zuya will go get the elder. Like we'll just run. Me and Zuya will go for the elder.
Okay, so as the other guardians kind of like break off and try to quickly go, you and Exuria kind of go side by side as you both are running. You're kind of like, in that weird running with a stampede. And there's some people who like it. It's almost like they're just not paying attention to you guys.
I mean,
'cause
I'm
of-
looking at the tiefling again, so I'm
well,
one of them.
But Exuria's not.
No, I know.
But it's like nobody's paying attention because it's just shit's gone down. And as both of you
Alec,
are
Alec with me as well, by the way.
okay, so as
Don't forget Alec.
as all three of you are like running up to the elder, while yes, you're tiefling, the other two are not. There is some people who like two with spears and they're kind of like, hold on, who are you? As they're like trying to.
I just
like,
look at them. Leave.
Uh,
And I just,
Vulture in the
I-
background is just swooping down towards the
And
crowd.
I just mine an illusion behind them, the sound of like a roaring animal.
Do you have to? There's just a vulture.
Yeah, no, but
continually
another
cawing.
one, like directly behind, like the sound. Like
You
imagine, like
can-
you know the joke videos of people like with a like pretending to be a dog. People are walking through a door. That sound like next to their feet.
Make a intimidation with advantage.
Hell yeah!
A
Get these
lot's
fuckers out of here.
happened. 10 of their friends.
11. That's fucking low.
I'm going.
11 of their friends are dead.
Okay, with a 3 and a 2.
Okay, this is a fucking fail.
They just. It's kind of like one of those things, like they're holding it out like their spears, and again, it's like hunters, so they're not like in some sort of efficient
Heal them and
way
like
or
looking
whatever.
at them.
But as you do this, they both just like as they lunge forward with it because that scared them. I want all three of you to, which at this point it's just you, to roll a dex save to like
Sure. 6. I'll shield myself.
They're
Alex
probably just fainted forward while holding their spears.
and okay, so it's going to be both you and Aris, or both you and Exuria, who rolled extremely low. Uh, and you said you're just going to shield.
I mean, if it looks like it's actually hitting me because my AC is 15 again.
Okay, so the first one. Wow, surprisingly. 2 16s.
Okay, then probably have to, then probably shielding.
Okay, so you shield to block, and Xur kind of like gets nicked in the shoulder, but it's like as they lunge, it's kind of like it leaves their hand, and they just kind of take off running past you guys.
Idiots. Absolute idiots. I just look at Zia. Absolute
So
idiots.
one of the
Let's
spears is just stuck in Xuria's shoulder.
no,
now?
he's like straight at Nick there.
Oh.
Let's get the fucking guy. Alec, like let's get this guy out of here.
Alec just kind of like.
What are his
Okay.
eyes like?
Who?
The old man.
Like.
Probably fear.
Is he just peeing himself right now, frozen stiff, while
I
three
mean-
people approach him?
No. Why do you want him to?
No, I was just asking.
He
This
probably
seems like it's
does.
very terrifying.
No, he knows more. He probably is more like less intimidated than the other ones.
Or he's more
knows.
intimidated.
So.
If he knows who we are, this might be a lot more scary.
So,
Good.
so you kind of like releasing the hold as Alec kind of like grapples him. He's like, "All right, yeah, I got him," and he's just not squirming. He's just old.
Yeah, I know.
He's just
old.
quietly sobbing, just
He could be. There is a lot of noise going on, so you have no idea.
He just
I mean,
quietly like
it's like I'm looking at what the Star Guardians are doing at this point.
It looks like they're trying to continue going towards, like, as the crowd continues going, almost like the stampede is like kind of slowly going out to where the pit is, and then like dispersing from there. And so they're trying to. It seems like
Okay.
at this moment somebody was able to find him just yet.
Sini didn't tell me that she was trying to find the special one, right?
She didn't, but
Okay.
she wasn't able to spot him either.
Because I would have
But
advantage on such a check, but
I would say after probably like a couple of minutes of not able to, she'll like start looking around. We're trying to find
I mean,
the special
like when
one.
they're busy
do I
doing that,
see the
like
special one?
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
I mean, like I can like literally the moment you have the guy, I just say to Alec, it's like just get him to Tay, like just go to that side. They're avoiding that side like the plague. Get him there, and I just look at Zia. Time to go for a trip.
Okay, Tay, what were you?
Did
Do I
you
see
stand in
any
the
of-
bloody mist? Right?
Are they coming towards me, or they running that way, away from me?
The what? The people?
Yeah.
Oh, away from you.
I don't know what to do, so I guess I'm gonna start heading back towards everyone. Not sure what's going on.
Like into the village or like
They
back
can't
to
drop the ape form.
back to where you guys like once was watching the ceremony happen.
Into the town. I'm trying to
Okay.
watch my step.
Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, as this is happening,
Not go
I
well
don't know.
before.
Okay, so
I mean, anyway, I'm gonna go dimension door with Zuya. Like the moment, like so, because we need to catch the guy before he gets there. I'm just gonna teleport directly to the pit because
okay.
it's like it's probably within 500, like 500 feet, I suppose.
Oh, I mean it's really close. It's just the fact that a lot of this was happening, and it's just people running and going. So
yeah.
at
I
this,
just look at
like
I just look at Zuya. We're getting the guy.
so like at this point, it's like as you are getting there, like you're just behind the Guardians as they're kind of like doing whatever they usually do to try to find people. So you're just like
Yeah.
right behind them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna teleport together with Zuya, like in front of the entire stampede. I assume to where the pit is, because I need to stop that guy.
Okay. Like I said at that point, it's like once they got to it, but they started dispersing. So you're like, the way the order goes is they dispersed. All right, they're in the midst of going all into the wooded area. As they're starting to go into the wooded area, the Guardians are like right behind
Okay, so they're
them.
going in. They're trying to get into the wooden area. Then I'll just teleport to
Yeah, so
the edge of the woods.
okay, so like as you teleport there, you just see tons of people just running everywhere.
I'll cast. Do I have that spell? Do I not have that spell? I should have the spell. I don't have the spell, motherfucker. I don't have the
Well,
spell.
to save some sort of time. Uh,
Walking into town. Meanwhile, everyone else is going to the fire pit.
yeah, as Alec and is holding this elder going up to Tay, as you're like trying to not step on anything. I want to be a dick. Um, okay, make a wisdom. We'll say yeah, just a wisdom check with disadvantage because of slight traumatization.
Just staring at her hands.
A 10. Okay, so you're not
And
you're not unknowingly like stumbling through, but you're trying to be kind of careful. Um, unknowingness to you that there is people and still in some of those tents, but you're trying not to step on anything. And you are approached by Alec. He's just like, "Hey, take him."
oh god, she's gonna be really nervous about.
This elder's about to get soaked in blood.
She's gonna
Tay, come on!
take
Like
him.
I got to hurry.
She's gonna grab him.
Okay.
Is he wearing anything like a shirt or something?
I mean, yeah, he has like somewhat
Okay,
robes.
she's gonna hold him like that, like by his
Hold him
robes
by
with
the
her hand.
shirt.
Yes, with her hand right there underneath.
As delicate as possible.
She
You do
doesn't
have
want to
a,
crush him.
you do have a lot of intelligence as a giant.
Okay, I'm gonna count it with the
No.
no. As you do pick him up, and though you're holding him like that, he does come through his robe because it's not like
Now he's just a naked old man
so
in
now,
your
Oh my,
hand.
oh my god, you guys, like this is just going so fucking south. It's insane.
I love this.
Okay.
I
So
mean, it's like,
So
like
Sini,
I was not even. Now we're like trying to break an egg with a fucking like a truck. Like we're trying to
so
break, like we're just
as
driving
you
we're
it.
as
rolling
you
a tank over an
as
egg.
as you're trying
Yeah.
to hold it and like you're carefully turning around,
He's already
he's
fallen
like
out.
he kind of falls out and you do catch him, and it's not like this, but relatively close. Uh, he does fall and he's in somewhat of a almost naked form.
Sitting in
And
Oh
blood.
no.
Alec didn't see any of this. Is like as you took him, Alex just like kind of turns and kind of goes to sprint back to try to find people.
I,
I just,
About
yeah.
we'll just say 10 minutes has gone by as the rest of you, because that's a lot of perception checks and stuff. I'm not going to do. You were able to find him. It looks like a small crowd, including him, were trying to get into the temple, just a
Mm.
structure of hiding. And there was at least two more people that were kind of like, like the people that are with him are like trying to defend him from allowing you to
Mm.
take him. I
No
can.
fucking choice. No
from
fucking
taking
chance they will stop us.
from taking.
So, what are you guys doing? Or what do
Well,
you?
Sini had
I
brought
gotta
this up
make
to
it.
look for the special one. Can I try to look for the special one now
Well, I mean, yeah.
as we're flying?
Go ahead and make a perception, and then Arissa, you make perception, and then I'll make one for the
It's a
guardians.
+4, so I'm just gonna roll something else that I have a +4 in,
Okay.
since it's with advantage for the giant vulture.
Yeah, my perception's always shit. So it's not everything. That's why I have
19.
other people with me.
13?
Okay. So neither you or Sini and Arissa and Exuria did not spot him first, but you noticed Rorcon and Cell uh going into the temple or the old building that you guys came from. And so you all start to converge that way.
Do I don't see them.
No, you're like at the town still. Um, let's see.
Great, I'm holding a naked old man.
Okay. For Poe, if
This
you
went
roll
really bad.
Poe, if you roll a d20 for Rorcon, Arissa, if you'll roll a d20 for Cell.
Well, he's already 14.
3.
Well, no, I don't need you, Tay. But thank you for adding your 3 to it. No.
Uh,
Uh,
you said Poe. I thought you said Cole.
no, Poe. Sorry.
This did not go at all well.
I
I'm
mean, no,
loving
you.
it, but it did not.
I mean, like, I'm loving it as well, but this just got fucking out of control.
Yes.
Okay, so you two roll pretty high. So if I
I wish
roll,
this had been any of my characters other than Podan.
if I roll anything higher than a 14 or 19, it's they took action and slaughtered anybody who stood in their way to get to this person. So
Come on, do it, Cell, do it. You were the one who wanted the
Okay.
village burned down.
I rolled an 11. So they kind of more of like, as you Arissa and Exodia, as you both kind of come up to the entrance area, you can see a couple of people. They look like they're out. It's up to you if you wanted to spend a second, but me explaining this, I can say that you don't see blood on them, so you assume that they were just knocked out. And work on picking up the this special one, and he's kind of just chucks them outside as everybody kind of converges. Is like, what do you want to do? Did you just tie him up and take him?
Tie him up and take him to the ape.
Okay. So you
Time to
guys
question these motherfuckers.
you tie him up and lead him back. So we'll say 15-ish like minutes or whatever, as you guys get to Ape Tay, who's like still on the right side of this village. Just like doing this like a teacup, just holding this. Well, now it's just probably more like this, as a naked old man is sitting in her palms. But all of you converge together, and if you want to, if you guys wanted to go a little bit further away from the village, you can. That's fine.
A little bit off. I mean, these people are fucking scared as fuck. I just like, as we're all getting together, but like when you land or something.
Cini told me to look, so I'm just still looking.
I mean, we found him by now.
Yeah. At that point, like, you all would have known, like, you got.
Okay.
So like you all,
I'll just land wherever the giant ape is.
Yeah, you
and stay
all.
in my giant vulture form and just kind of walk.
I thought you said something else.
Yeah, no, it's you all converge back at Tay.
I thought you said drop polymorph.
No, that would have been so fucking. I mean, I could save the guys, it's not an issue, but it's like that would be so awkward.
Cini doesn't need help, but
yeah.
I just look at the eagle. I think I just go up to the eagle.
Wherever Tay is, and I'll just land and kind of start waddling towards the group as my giant vulture form, after setting Cini down.
Okay.
I just look up towards the eagle. I just take my mage and I just slap the eagle in the face. What part of like play fighting didn't you get? Why do you have to go and fucking kill everyone? Turn yourself back to normal and like put the man down.
I'm gonna put the man
Carefully.
down.
As Tay puts the man down, you now notice that he is a pretty much almost old naked old man, as he's just kind of like
give me robe as well.
Like as like she kind of like opens her hand a little bit, he kind of like falls to the side, and
as I have my servant put this robe back on, I'm like, oh. And I can turn back into yourself again, so I can properly scold you.
As that's happening,
I'm waiting for him.
Do both of y'all go back out of your polymorph form?
You have to drop it.
I'll revert and then drop the polymorph, and I'll just be like, I thought we were killing the whole village.
Why did you throw him? Why did you threw a person at me? What did you? That wasn't part of the plan. You just threw him at me. What?
If
Based
I can,
on what was said, I kind of read. Listen, I'm not the most insightful person.
If I
You might
can,
even say I'm not proficient at insightfulness, but I kind of understood that we were burning the village down, killing everybody, that these were bad guys. We didn't want them to exist. Like, that was what it came across as to me.
No, that's specifically not what I said. I specifically said create a distraction and fight each other. Each other. What
I
part of
think you said
each
we were
other? There's no room for it in like
I
how do you call it? Interpretation. Each
pretend
Okay.
other.
to fight each other. I thought we
You
would be
started
fighting them
throwing.
while we pretended to fight each other.
No! I
You
said
threw
fight each other.
people at me.
okay.
Fuck my life.
First off, everybody needs to roll a wisdom saving throw again.
Am I the only one who misunderstood this? I just look at the Star
Yes.
Guardian.
Stella's just enjoying this. But yeah,
Cell seems to like it.
All these fucking guy rolls, like, they and the wisdom saves are just impossible.
I know. I hate this so much. Poe, if you give me a wisdom save.
10.
There you
Okay.
go.
Then.
Do I just get the same chill as before?
Let me do. Yes, very much so. Alec, wisdom save.
Do you want us to roll for some of the Star Guardians again?
Yeah, I'm gonna have you do that 1 second.
Why did you?
Okay, so this is the first one.
I was not aware of
Okay.
him throwing people. I
I
just
was
saw
I'm
under
not
him
the
put
blaming you,
down.
Tay. I could see it. I could see everything.
I was
Okay.
under the impression that we were killing the village.
No! If we were killing the village, we wouldn't make a distraction. We'd literally just go all 10 into one
Listen,
spot and just
I got them
go.
all into one spot where you could fireball them easily.
Yeah, but that was not hard. I could have done it the other way around as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I wanted to murder them, I know it was just a village of a bunch of common people. It's like if he wanted to, we could just like
Okay.
I could like probably on my own kill them one by one.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure any of us could probably kill the whole village.
+2.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's not the point. If we're trying to
I
do
guess
this,
I just misunderstood what you were saying.
do I need to
Okay.
explain like threefold and write it down on
Did I
paper
already
next
get
time?
Exia?
Yes.
Probably.
Oh, I did
Like,
not.
do not do this. Do not do this.
Yes.
Yes.
That
Okay.
would be very cool.
When he threw the person
I
at
mean,
me,
I
I
could
thought
still
he.
bring back
Okay,
some of
okay.
those people.
Yeah.
First off, Tay, if you will go ahead and roll me just 1d15. Only one person had failed this.
1.
Oh,
One.
I feel like that's the worst possible option.
I think it's just 1 out of 50. I think it doesn't really matter. It's just
It
an
doesn't
option.
matter. It's just an option.
Aw.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I like that one though. It's just funny. Okay.
Who got that one?
So now you guys continue. Sorry, thank you.
I mean, if we really wanted to destroy things, I could have summoned 4 of the giant vultures and then
Yeah.
also turned into one myself. Like,
I mean,
I
you know
was
that
holding
between.
back a bit.
I mean, you know that between like Cell and me, we could probably just torch the entire place on our own, right? Like that's not the point. The point was not to kill people. Anyway, let's get some
I
let's get what we're here
misunderstood.
for. Let's get what we're here for. That guy's tied
My
up.
bad.
Fuck him.
Next time I won't kill anyone.
Good. Unless we're
No matter
specifically tied
what.
to kill everything. No, unless we're
Nope.
specifically tied.
No matter what, I'm not killing anybody
No.
next time.
Oh my god, never mind. Fuck him. Anyway, I just look at the elderly man. It's like I
Sorry for your robes.
he's
Is his
just
robes like ripped?
he's like kind of shriveling and it's like listen to all of you definitely bigger and back and forth. He's just shaking, just slowly looking at everybody.
Okay. Let's. Good cop, bad cop.
no.
I
It's
feel
like
like I
just
could be the bad cop now.
no. You're sidelined now. You're like I take your badge. Like go sit there.
Your badge is gone. We
Give
took
me
your
your badge.
badge.
You're good.
I just sad faced and walk away and sit down on some rubble.
I'm just like, oh my. So I wanted to do this the more pleasant way, but then they decided to go kill people anyway. I'm gonna look at the old man.
Wait. Who drew first blood here?
So yeah.
You.
And she's why are you bringing me into this?
I mean, I'm just joking. It's like, sorry, there's like this weird off banter between us. I don't like. It's hard to explain.
Sorry.
I'm gonna cast detect thoughts on him. because I'm like not in the mood for playing games anymore.
He's just
Tell
panicking of like I don't know
what
what these people are and what they want type deal.
Yeah, like I'm like as he's thinking that, I'm just like, I'm gonna go to what we want. The vessel. Where is she?
He's just like uh, 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 uh. He
your
is
queen.
he's very afraid at this very
Yeah,
moment.
but like when he's thinking about it, I will instantly read his mind. Like the moment I ask the question, he starts thinking about. That's how the spell works. When he thinks about it, because he's obviously gonna think about it, even if he's scared, I will see he's thinking about it.
Your I don't know if I actually know that's very yeah I do. Your queen. Like
No, he's not thinking
where is
about it.
she?
Or I'm just
I
gonna
was just
then
thinking
Where?
about a giant monster killing everyone.
it's like I just look at him. It's like we can do this two ways: the hard way or the easy way. The easy way is you just tell me. The hard way is I make you tell me.
Intimidation check.
Sure. 13 is sort of an average.
You been rolling really low with your intimidations.
Okay.
I mean, I've been rolling
He's
low
he's
for a
just
reason.
you. It's very shaky, but you hear of something along the lines of like, "I'll try," but
All
again,
right.
it's very shaky and very broken.
Try or cry? Did you say
Right.
try or
It could be both. It could be either.
okay?
So the vessel,
D-
the bluish purplish tiefling. Where did she go? Your queen, as you called her.
I do not know.
So they just took you here and they left you.
This was all a ward, yes.
You were what, living in this shithole. You know what this place is, right?
Yes.
Why would you go to the realm of the dead?
'Cause it's where our queen and her lord reside. We will do what we must to get closer.
You know who your queen is, right?
Yes.
Yes. Explain. How do you perceive your queen?
Almighty and terrifying and beautiful.
Hmm. You know what she is.
Wonderful.
Yes.
What is she?
A titan.
Good. Okay. At least you know exactly what she is. You do realize that even though she is your queen, the only thing that this entity wants is the destruction of the mortal realm,
Which includes you.
which includes
in that.
eventually, like they just want to control and dominate.
If that's what the will determines.
Do you literally
What?
don't think for yourself? It's like, do you honestly wish death upon other people?
Us
Because
and
that's what
our
they did.
ancestors was born from the queen. We are legitly her servants.
No, it's like just because
No.
someone produces you doesn't mean you're bound to them. Meaning,
Yes, it
I
does.
own. No, it does not.
It does.
What do you? I mean, how can you support someone who committed mass genocide on the mortal plane, like twice now, or
Kind of
three
like
times even?
you just see him like look at all of you.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Okay.
don't look at the.
What we did was not intentional at all.
That's what I thought.
Me,
There,
like,
as there is like just a couple of feet away of a smushed body.
Okay. You're gonna tell us.
so they just left you, like, to get back to the point. They just left you here, so they like, here you go. This is your reward, later, nerds.
Until we receive more information, yes.
And what about that guy? Like, he seems to be the other vessel, but he seems to not be really well informed.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
doing what his role is
And
What is his role?
to become stronger by fire.
but so he's supposed to be the vessel, right? But Wait, considering you already had a vessel, why did you never try to make him
What?
the queen? Like, why did you need Akuma, which is the other one that you got, by the way? We know
Why
her.
did
Because they are twins. Not
twins?
legitly, but from what are passed down from our elders. This is a replication, very tough process. Pretty much the way he describes it is it's very confusing, but the gist that what you feel like is having the capabilities of having two titans for the price of one. It's weird, but the way it's sounding is she,
What you're telling me that you want to split up the two vessels?
in a some weird way, yes.
So you're basically trying to make him strong so that she can split herself into him as well?
Yes. He just
We
needs
can't let him live then.
he just needs to be more attuned in the growth of fire for him to achieve the uh the goal that she set.
I'm gonna walk up to him. To the special one.
Not that hard. He's tied up.
So what are we doing with him then? We can't let her take him over then.
No, we can't have two of them. Like, one is already terrible enough. I just look at the Elder, it's like,
You could always banish him back to the plane he came from and let him deal with the demons that are there.
I don't think
Probably
really
won't.
that's... like... I mean, let's face it, I just look at everyone else. I mean, we're at war here. It's like, we have one of their important assets. We physically can't let him live. Like, we cannot risk having two titans on our hands. Because I feel like whatever her, like, even like you might say like, oh, you might divide her power. I feel like you wouldn't on purpose make yourself weak. I think like they're gonna be impossible to handle if we just let it happen.
Arena
Okay.
speaks up and it's just, is there not anything else? I mean, from the sound of it, they haven't done nothing wrong. Is there a way to break this or something without killing? And she kind of gestures to the village itself, just more innocent lives. I mean, I get it, they're enemy, but
I mean, I don't need to kill the villagers. I'm talking about this one in particular. And look at the guy we've tied up. Like, I don't want to kill the villagers. I mean, I don't even want to kill this elder per se. They're gonna tell on us the moment they come back. But I mean, like, we're already screwed in that sense unless we want to exterminate everyone, which I'm not in favor of.
I'm
What's
not
doing that?
either. It's, I don't know if this is how you usually do things, but this
No.
is like
No, this is not.
But the other way has terribly backfired several times.
just, and she kind of just,
Like, I get your sentiment. Like, honestly, I do. I really do. I don't want to kill any of them. I like killing all those people. Like, the first one was a stupid mistake, but like all those people that died now, and he like looks at the blood splat and like, it's like that's not intention. I don't want any of this, but it's war, and like sometimes things happen. But like now, we have a choice. It's like either we let him live and give the enemy a vessel for a titan. We're talking a titan here. We're not talking this is some guy that could be an important leader or whatever. This is literally a vessel for a titan to be stronger, to be in two places at once. And like
she's,
we can't just allow it.
Arena just kind of like starts to, you can hear like it sounds like she's starting to cry and she kind of walks away, and Sini and kind of just, I'll go talk to her. Just
Oh, I
y'all,
get it. It's
y'all,
like it's not
y'all
easy.
do what's best, and she kind of goes after her.
It's like I just look at the others. Like I mean, we're at war. It's like let's face it, and we're gonna have to make choices that are not savory.
Warcon does kind of step up and as he kind of pulls his blade out, points it at both of them, and he's just, "Have you seen my brother?" And he tries to describe what he looks like, and he kind of looks at you. Is there a way you can
I mean,
help them visualize this?
I just turn into him.
Um, the special one is just like shakes his head, no, doesn't say anything. The elder is just, "Yes, I have. He was taken along with the uh, people. I'm not quite sure what they are, but they
I'm
are.
still looking into his mind. I'm looking into his mind. Do I see what people they are?
The white
It
robes, probably.
You saw that it looked like uh demons themselves. As you don't see, like you already, it's weird. You don't see the new Titan at all.
Mm.
Uh, but it is dark. You appear to be in the lower chamber, and the rift is open, and you see what appears to be a couple of demons who kind of has like kind of just dragging him along, and he looks like he's been beaten. He doesn't appear to be dead, but he's been relatively beaten pretty well,
Mm-hmm.
and they just chuck him in like through the gate, and then you can see like a bunch of other tieflings are now starting to follow in, um, and then the Eldo kind of goes in, and as kind of like it, it's like as you see, is like his mind kind of condenses for a second and then expands, which was just the process of going through the portal. Um, you can see two figures, uh, one appearing to be more shadowed, like a shadowed cloak of Victor and Ava, as they are picking him up and she is teleporting them away. And that's all he remembers of that specific guy.
Mm. As he's like half trying to tell it, and I'm like half just narrating it at the same time to make it more clear. Well, it seems they have him, and he's here for sure. Didn't seem like he was dead. Seemed like he was very well beaten. I look at Brokan and just say that. Like, he seemed like he wasn't dead yet. Don't know what's happened since then, but apparently they wanted him alive.
Is there anything
For
else we
what
need
though?
from these two?
So,
I mean, I don't know. Is there any other questions anyone want to ask?
I don't think there is. I'm gonna get my axe ready.
And I don't think, considering your history, you should be the one to do this. I feel like we should spare you this. I mean, it's like it's not a good thing to do, but I mean we're at war, right?
Rorcon puts his blade over the elder, as Tay, you did say you was walking over to the special one. Uh, and he's just waiting on a confirmation, as everybody said, to make sure that nobody had any more answers. He just quickly swings it around and goes in a forward direction and just decapitates the elder. Tay, are you doing anything?
I mean, I look at her and I just say like, let me do this. It's like I'm now of the Feywild. These are my enemies, not yours. And I just put my hand up towards his chest and I say like, I look at them.
And he is. It's like you're. While he does appear to be like, I don't know, think of like an old teens or like very young 20s. He looks like he's freaking out like a little kid. Like he seeing what happened to him, and then Tay, who's just kind of holding the axe and like staring at him and like kind of going back and forth, and you walking up and just like it's like looking at a little kid in a sense.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking at him. I'm so sorry. You didn't choose this, but neither did Akuma. And I just look at him and I cast disintegrate. So that's like he's restrained, so he can't
as
succeed.
no, as you do that, and it just kind of like beams through the chest, and he's just like in shock. And as it's slowly starting to, like, you see, like around the beam was like an orange light, and then obviously the inside is just like an ashy gray, and then like a wildfire in the forest, you can see the orange light like it's expanding, not breaking but just expanding. And as it expands, all everything inside of it, ash, is just crumpling. As he starting to go, he just looks at you again, just tears in his eyes, and he falls back and pretty much just breaks into ash.
I just look at Tay.
Let's get a move
I'm,
on.
s- I'm sorry, but I think you can't be the executioner when it comes to this. It's like you've already suffered enough. But we can't have another Akuma happen. Look at that kid. Like look at him. It's like this is what we're fighting against, people who would use, like, that Titan only uses these people for their own good. And yes, we have to end. Like yes, I ended his life, but look what happened to Akuma. Like she is a Titan now. Like there's nothing left of her anymore. It's just she was never her own person. At least he got to live somewhat of an own life as well, but before it turned into some weird abomination, a play god of the plating of the gods. All right, I'm tired of this shit. Let's get this over with.
What do you got?
I just tell my servant to dig a hole for the elder.
I'm just gonna walk. Tay's gonna walk away, going over to the same direction, arena, and
Okay.
one.
As pretty much as Anne, who's kind of standing next to Zelda, she doesn't necessarily seem troubled by it, but it's just kind of like the rest of you guys, just kind of troubled that these really did seem like innocent people who was just doing nothing wrong, um, but is just caught on the unfortunate side of fate. And
Mm.
Rorcon just also standing over Sail, just watching uh, Poe and Orisa as y'all are standing there. Sini about uh somewhere in the mix of like 50 feetish away. Arena is just kind of like uh or Tay, as you're walking in the same direction, you kind of see Sini, who's kind of like propped against a tree, and she's just, is everything all right?
Uh, I'm not sure.
She kind of like
Uh,
looks kind of like slightly out, and you can see she's looking behind her, and you can kind of see or Arena, who's just kind of curled up, like her knees pulled up to her, and she's just back against a tree type thing. And Sini kind of looks back at you. Yeah, this isn't typically ever easy on her. Let's just say we've took care of our fair share of hard times, but some people it's never easy.
I've before I met Arissa and the others, my tribe, all I did was kill, eat, steal. I guess this is the first time where I hesitated, even with the group. I've never really hesitated before when it came to doing something like that.
It means she kind of kind of backs off of the tree a little bit and kind of kneels down a little bit and places her hand kind of like on your shoulder. It means you're changing, little one. There's you're growing outside from what you your tribe is used to. It's okay to have these emotions, and it seems like you guys have very well taken good care of yourselves, even though kind of stretching a little bit, like she's trying to break the awkwardness, and it's like even though that wasn't pleasant of what
For
happened,
me,
sometimes your friend Arissa kind of has a point though. It's we've been driven out of our home. We've like our kingdom fell into ruins, and sure, they might have done it to themselves, but at the same time, like they could have been saved. And that's I guess what I'm just getting to. It's never easy. It's you just pick and choose your own battles.
hoping this is the last big battle that we ever have with Lily and the Titan. Some part
Who
of me thinks we we survive. I survive. I might. I don't know. I could bring myself to kill again after that. Part of me feels so exhausted, tired.
it's it takes its toll even on the bravest ones. No matter how strong you are or how brave or intelligent, I mean, to be fair, like yes, Cell itself, he is complains about a lot of things, but it's also just because for him he's been through a lot, and that's why we're used to it. We know him and what he's been through. The fact that trying to ask more of him not wanting to give. He's actually tried to quit this group twice, but we've just unfortunately needed his help, his power that he can give us. We've always told him he can, if he truly wanted to leave, he could, but he does care about us, and what happens to everybody, he just doesn't show it because he's an ass. But this type of work is, well, it's the reason why there's not a lot of people doing it.
Yeah.
She just kind of pats you again. It's just take your time. I'll be here if you ever need to talk. Uh, like I said, some people just take things differently.
Thanks.
She kind of just goes back leaning against the tree and just. It's like she's just being hyper aware, but she's not showing it.
Guess I'll just find a spot to just sit and I don't know if Mailer can even hear it, but she's just gonna be like apologizing to what happened with the innocent bystanders. And thinking about her possible future not killing and not fighting, what that would even be for her.
Make a religion check with disadvantage.
A 7.
Okay. You don't hear anything back besides um the strange whispers of the wind as it kind of flows through these woods, and occasional of uh I don't know how to say it, so I'll just say cry of Orena, who's just a couple of feet away,
Probably sobbing at this point.
sobbing. That's the word I was trying to think of.
Mhm.
So, uh, after time has gone by, the graves have been digged, for the elder. Um, Out of curiosity, did you do anything with the pile of dust? I mean,
I
kind of,
think I
kind
think
of some of it kind of, floated in the wind, but
I would just dig like a small hole and just shove the dust into it as well.
okay.
And I guess I'll be coming it back and like I guess because disintegrate I think it's like a green color, I think is what the spell is. Yeah, probably. It's green, I think. Let me have a look. It doesn't specify. I'll just have it be green. I think
Okay.
like as Eris is going back, her hand is still like crackling with a bit of the green as she's looking at everyone. Well, that was unpleasant.
It's like nobody saying a thing. They're just watching.
Mhm. I just walk up to what's it? Is it Rena that's subbing or the other one?
It's Arena
Arena.
who walked off and is crying.
Yeah, but who's the one like in lying on the ground or whatever they were doing?
Yeah, that was Arena.
Okay. I'll just like Eris will just walk up to her and like as she's standing next to her. I'm sorry, but I cannot allow this to happen anymore. We have seen so much death, and I don't want to leave anything to chance. Like the person, him, he has done nothing wrong yet, but that Titan does not care. That Titan will use him in any way she can, and it's at this point, if it's one life versus another kingdom gone, it's gonna be that one life. And I'm sorry it bothers you this much, but we cannot take chances anymore. I have seen what they can do, and I'd never want to see it again.
As you're kind of just like saying this and looking at her, and she's not really like facing you, just still looking down. And
No, no, no.
she doesn't answer, but she just kind of like, you could tell that she's kind of nodding to you.
Mm.
So,
And I'm saying this as much for you as I do it for myself. Like, don't think that just because I'm not physically crying doesn't mean I'm not feeling pain on the inside. I mean, I just killed, not even killed, I disintegrated a teenager or young adult who probably would think they did the right thing, who felt like they had purpose in life, and I just looked into their eyes as I killed them. I mean, the only reason why I'm not lying it together with you is because I'm telling myself it's for the people that have died and to prevent more people joining them. But you deal with it in your own way. And I respect that. And I just slowly scuffle off.
okay, as you kind of walk by and you notice that Sini kind of looks at you, and she just nods in your direction, obviously, as you continue to walk away. So, as it starts. It's not like a day or nighttime here, but all of you can just feel as it's just like getting tired.
Mm.
As it is still the same day that you guys infiltrated the temple. Um, so you guys, uh, as Exuria is just, I don't know about you, but I think I'm. And this is about the time like everybody's starting to kind of, come back together.
I guess we should take some distance between us and the city, and then we can bunker up for the evening, or well, for a rest.
Yeah, I can. Um, I'll just go up a little bit ahead just to see if anything's there. And Exuria just kind of like rubs herself more kind of like where the little scrape was. Just kind of goes and starts walking in the direction, just looking around, checking.
I mean, Alec could probably patch it up real quick.
Could, but the way, and I guess I probably should have told you guys, is I'm going to make sure that I don't cause Alec to use any spells unnecessary.
I feel like at this point, considering we're going to sleep, he could.
This will be when you guys decide if a spell should be used or not.
I mean, I guess Alec could just quickly do like a small, like, what do you call it, like a healing word. I mean, that will suffice. First level.
It doesn't seem like what she suffered was worse or like brutal. It's just like unpleasant in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I mean,
fine.
like, he's a healer after all, so.
Okay, yeah, then that's fine. A healing word is used, or at least during that time. Then, so Exuria kind of just goes on ahead a little bit, just looking, as you guys all kind of slowly start summering your way in that direction. Easy enough. There is a decent spot that does not appear to be occupied by anything and or anyone. Decent away, so you guys can start setting up camp.
I'll request the private sanctum, so that we have our unscribable, unteleportable, all the good shit.
Okay.
Should we keep a watch?
I mean, I can also throw up the dome. I don't know. I look at Sal. Do you also know how to do tiny hut, or is it only I do it?
Yeah, no, he can do it. There's just things I don't put for him.
I mean, like, I just look at Sal. I'm just like, I mean, maybe you want to be with your own group, and we can separate. We could all just go in one bubble. I mean, it's the same for me.
I mean, it could help create a little bit extra space. We can just put them right next to each other, but this way
I mean, I
we're
guess
not
you guys also.
crowded. It's up to you.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's also to give you some privacy to discuss how you feel about this. Which more what I was thinking.
Alright. So yeah, it's like right next to each other because there's no point of spacing it out to them. There's no point of just spacing it out. If they really wanted to have a talk, they would make it like whisper or whatever. But
yeah, I know. It's like just to give them the privacy.
Tepo and of course Ali, you notice that even as like Exuria was like leading the party trying to find places, that she was stumbling a lot and tripping over like very basic non stuff, but she manages
go up
to.
ahead.
Okay, it's
See if she's okay.
she's
You all right?
yeah. Sorry, it's just my head feels a little dizzy and kind of like stumbles again. It's just don't worry about it. It's fine.
Do you need me to carry you? Seems like you're a
No,
little
no,
dizzy.
no, no, no. It's fine. It's fine. Just you can walk with me. That'd be great. And so you just walk with her. People set up their domes. Um, and as like it was just a very quiet walk to this area. Anybody doing anything?
Let me just have a look again, because I think we used it this way. But I think I think as we're going to the dome, I'm just gonna say out loud to the other dome because I still allow every one of them to come in here if they want to. I just go like, hey, Rockham, do you want to come over here and we want to try something? Like, related to your brother?
Kinda. 1 second. Kind of walks over and he's taken off like some of his armor and his weapons and stuff like that. Kind of like walks through the next. Yeah, what is it?
I mean, I know I have this spell that can contact people when they're asleep. I mean, like or unconscious, I guess. I mean, you want to try? I mean, you could try, see if you can contact your brother, right? I mean, he would probably respond better to you than to me. So I couldn't try it before because we weren't on the same plane of existence, but now that we are.
Okay. Well, whatever. Sorry, I really didn't. Yeah, that's fine. He, you see, he kind of like, and again, it doesn't feel like it fits Warcon's vibes, but he just like kind of stares at you for a little bit. And he's just, sure, yeah, we can try.
I mean, I know that whatever this place is bothers you, but I mean, it did bother me before as well. But
Yeah, no, just he kind of just.
I'm.
What do you want me to do? Sit next to you or something?
Let me have a look. Yeah, just sit over there.
Okay, and he just kind of like sits across from you.
Know that if it goes through, you have full control of this dream. You can do whatever you want in it. Make your brother feel comfortable. Make him uncomfortable. I wouldn't recommend because that would just make it worse. But you can talk to him. Put yourself in a more comfortable setting. Anything you can sort of think of, you can do. You have control. But let's just hope that you can talk to him because I think both of you need this at this point.
Okay.
And I just red casting dream on him.
Okay.
And targeting his brother.
Make an Arcana check.
Sure. Arcana. Let's get him, boys. Big money.
I can hardly.
You know
Okay.
what? I'll use my last lucky point, see if I can roll higher. Just to see if I can roll higher. No, okay, it's that 20.
Okay. You obviously go with him. And you connect, and it's just like it's a weird place.
Mm.
This dream, this mind state almost just feels like what the Shadowfell is. And you two, as you guys are kind of like appearing, it's almost like you're looking through a window. You don't like, it's not like you look out and you see a house. It's just like the way you two appear. It's almost like you're just looking through a window. And you see Lily, who seems to be walking around him as he's sitting in a chair, and it's hard to tell, but it's like she's whispering to him, constantly leaning into his ear, leaning out as she walks around, leans back in, whispers something, leans out, and it's just circling him.
I just say to him like she's trying to drive him insane, tell him lies so that he goes to this side. It's like this is your chance to do something about it. Like if you don't want to lose your brother, now is your time. I know you're agitated, but do something. Make him see a friendly face instead of that monster.
He closes his eyes and he's like he's trying to concentrate. Okay. Um, he's just like, I'm trying. I'm not able to do anything. It's like, I don't know. I just don't feel anything.
Can I try break the way open for him to give him like a way to slide in, essentially?
Using your 20, yes. You kind of like imagine like in a weird way, it's kind of like you imagine like uh Voth just like fell in a hole.
Mm.
You're just trying to get him out of that in a sense. And uh another hole kind of appears for like right behind you, and you kind of look down and you're just like just suggesting for him to jump down. So Rorcon jumps down, and like right before you do, you notice that Lily's starting to look around. Like because of your constant dealings with, it almost appears like this isn't just a dream. Like it's not his dream.
Mm.
And so you just like you realize this, take a note, and as you try to go in, uh,
It's like I'm fighting Lily in the dream world now. We're dream wizarding.
yes, um,
Fighting fire with fire.
so they like Rourke Rorcon kind of goes up and is like he's trying to start pleading his case, trying to get him to look.
I'm just like trying to like like an iron dome, like a bubble around so that Lily can't go in. Give him the time he needs. I'm just like actively. I'm not really contributing to the conversation. I'm just actively trying to keep her out.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make. And if you really want, I can let you save your luck because you probably didn't know this. It's up to you. I'm willing to give it back to you.
Mm.
Go ahead and make uh, another Arcana check because you
Mm.
feel as though her eyes is looking.
I can. If she's trying to break back in, I can also like if I can note.
It's
Is
almost
she
not
trying to
like
do some?
it's not like she's trying to break in or like reuse it. It's like she's trying to find him. She's looking, and
Can
this
I
is
like sabotage her looking with my important roll that I still have left?
whichever role you want. It's more of just trying to keep you guys hidden.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep like when she's looking for when I can feel her looking, I want to make her roll 2 on that way she's trying to look at us. Like either it's Arcana or Perception. I assume it's Arcana because we're all in the magic realm. I want to make a roll 2 on that.
Okay. You can feel like this gaze, almost like the best way I like to explain this is like you guys. It's like you holding this bubble, right? This little dome around
Mm.
them, and you're just surrounded in pitch black, and it's like
Mm.
her gaze is like a spotlight, and it's just
Mm.
scanning, trying to figure out, and you concentrating, trying to use this luck to make her not spot you. And it's like as the gaze kind of like is starting to get close, looks like it's about to come like right to you guys. It's like tossing a pebble
Mm.
extremely out, but it's just like a faint little magic pebble as it goes far out, and it's like that gaze darts in that direction.
It's like I just look behind me like quickly. It's like this is I'm trying to buy you time. Do whatever you have to.
Um, and so as he is uh, trying to convince, and it seems like Voth is just in a nightmare, and it's a battle trying to just get him to understand, like, we're coming to get you. You know, you have to stay strong and all this. Um, uh, as you're getting closer to the end of the spell, um, you feel as though the gaze is getting closer again.
It's like I think as I feel like it's coming, I'm more like I say to Roka, we're going out soon. I just look at Vod. I say like Vod, look at me. And like, does he look at me?
He hasn't really looked at anybody. It's like he's kept his eyes closed. The more Rokon has been speaking, he's been like kind of like shaking a little, like he's trying to help fight this with his brother, but
Yeah.
So he's listening at least.
I just look at him, and as I feel the thing coming, I say like, "You'll be plunged into this nightmare once more, but no, we are coming. Your friends, your family is coming for you, and we will not rest until we have you. Know that. Remember, we fought her at the capital. We will kill her again." And as I feel the thing coming, I just take both of us out of there before he can catch us.
Okay. So as it's like at that perfect moment as the gaze is like starting to touch you, a bubble like it just disappears, and you both kind of like catch your breath, and you specifically because it's like you really using a lot of mental capabilities of just keeping her out the best you can. When he's just he looks at you, and for a moment you see like a conviction in his eyes, not this distrustful look like he's been having, not a cell look, but more of like a heroic Worldcon look. It's just, thank you. And he starts to stand up, and he's like, we will get him back.
Yes, we will.
Kind of walks back to his bubble.
I was just like, as he like leaves, she's like, oh. Like trying to keep up the face, right? But like the moment he leaves, she's like, oh. It's like hands sweating. It's like, whew, that was something.
You okay?
Oh man, fighting Lily, that's no fucking joke. I can tell you that.
You would
Haven't you guys done it twice now? And won both times?
I think one time properly, and like the other time she kind of got killed by Ace, but
Yeah, but you
The
guys
second time,
beat Ace.
no, she was already dead by the time we got there.
yeah. But
More
The
or less,
second time,
beat her twice.
yeah. The second time it was more like I slashed across her chest, and I thought that was the killing blow. She seemed like she was falling back, but then she went through her changes, which
yeah, that a god is not supposed to influence the mortal realm, but that god managed to say, "Fuck you guys, I'm doing it anyway." Sort of. That's the short and sweet version of it. And that's the reason why she's still alive to this day. Oh well, technically not. I guess she's undead now. So, but it's alive and not alive at the same time.
yeah, like half her body is like a skeleton.
Also, poor, and I'm sorry for being a bit harsh on you, but I think in the moment we were all just a bit on edge, considering where we are.
No, it's understandable. What I did was quite violent, and I'd be a bit dishonest to say I didn't enjoy it in some little ways. It felt powerful in certain ways, and it was quite interesting to see all the death.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, that's the whole point of having, like, we could have killed every single one of them, but that's not the point, right? I mean, these are, I guess, I wouldn't say innocent per se, but they're like, it's not really their choice. I mean, like, when we talk to that elder, you can see it as well. Like, they don't really feel like they have a choice. They just do what they're told. And then it's like, do we have to punish every one of them? No. But I mean, I think from now on, we're probably going to meet a lot of things that we want to kill. Like, I think this is the last hurdle before probably a bunch of spirits show up, undead people show up, people we might know, who knows what's coming, but if anyone is unsure if we should kill things or not, I think we should all just come to a agreement instead of just making our own calls in the moment, right?
Yeah, I think that's best. Exulia, you okay? I knew you're stumbling a little bit.
She
You feeling all right?
she kind
She's
of
in
looks.
the other hut, but I think you can hear
No,
through
no,
the hut.
she's not. She's with you guys.
Oh.
She's with us. Like, we have like, it's like us and Alec, And her.
It's your party and then the Star Guardians party, because that's
Mm.
5 and 5. And she's just, yeah, I'm just tired, and that headache's still kind of there, so maybe some sleep will get it to go away.
It's probably this place. I mean, like, I don't know what came over me, but I felt like this weird, like, sort of when you like feel like you're in a bit, like when normally you wouldn't do something, but there was nothing telling you. Maybe I should think twice about it. Just like do
You
it.
can be restored in a lesser way back to the way you normally are.
Yeah,
I mean,
you were.
we'll see. We'll see if it's there still tomorrow. I mean, if it's there still tomorrow, but I feel like this is
Yeah,
a reoccurring thing,
we
affecting
should.
us.
Alright. If it feels like it's something too dangerous that is affecting us, maybe Alec, uh, could you try and restore us? Or
Could
it's
trade
not?
out some things. I was trying to keep sort of my combat spells prepared for this
Well, if you
excursion.
can see if you can miss out one of them for a lesser restoration, that'd probably be a handy thing, because if we can't have all full combat strength, then we're kinda doesn't matter how many spells one person has, right?
Yeah, I have one spell that I could easily swap out for lesser restoration. Not like we need to locate anything, right?
Probably not. And I think like I can
No.
probably do that, or Alec could do that. Like we have people who could do that.
Yeah, I was just keeping that
Uh,
for when we were trying to find the portal. So I could
Mm.
probably
yeah.
make that change. I thought it might be
Um,
useful.
Yeah,
no,
we can also. Yeah, there's many ways to detect portals. It's just that we were extremely bad at it back there. But we did good today, in a way.
Kind
I
of
mean, we got
felt
a.
good.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we got a lot of answers. Or well, a lot of presumptions confirmed. I mean, we know it's Akuma, right? Now we know it's like, and we denied the Titan one of her vessels. I mean,
good.
that's I mean, relatively good. I mean,
So,
like, I didn't like doing it, but I mean, it's one less tool for her to use against us.
are we are we gonna use the gift that the we got from the Feywild to kill, or are we still? 'Cause I
Yeah,
thought we
I mean,
were.
I mean, let's just put it like
And
this:
then
whatever Akuma was, that's not who she is anymore.
I'm. I know. I'm
So
just.
we have to end the Titan. This Titan will not rest until they are in control.
Rude. So that's my next question. Since I don't think the Star Guardians will want to do it, who among us four, since you couldn't do it, because I don't think the Phoenix Lady would like to lose her title.
I mean, we can't lose the title. That's the like I would do it, but like I also understand the fact that they want to keep their title. I cannot be like we cannot lose the title from the Feywild. It's just stupid to
Yeah.
sacrifice it when we have other options.
So, who among the four then?
Alex seems a little undecided. It's just I don't I don't know exactly how I feel about that yet. And Exuria, who's kind of like looks like she's trying to stay awake. She's kind of like leaning long ways, but keeping one hand posted up on her forehead, and it's just, oh, I mean, I know it's I know it's something heavy to think about, and I told Tay if push comes to shove, I don't mind. I've it's been it's been very awkward of not having close people around. I mean, I had you guys relatively short term, but you guys are constantly out and about, you're not staying. So at this point, I kind of don't really have much of anything.
Well, the reason why we're going around is so we can give people a new chance to start over.
I don't want you to make that choice.
I mean, it's like the thing is, what it comes down to is that whoever does it needs to be committed.
It could be a very interesting experience to kill something so powerful.
For sure. But you more like you need to be at terms with like it's also gonna cost your own life. And that's the thing that people. I mean, we don't have to decide now, but I feel like now we have to
It-
really come to terms with one of us is, regardless of the outcome, either we're all not coming out of it as alive, or we're losing one person for sure. And like, who's willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good? Because that's what it's all gonna come down to.
It's not a crazy thing to think about, but it is something we gotta think about.
Mm.
As uh, as this question kind of ponders to you all, we'll go ahead and end it there for tonight's episode. So,
Nice.
Nice.
before we go, because I know I will forget this, let me do one small thing. That is okay. Let's see if
Ooh.
first one. Okay. Second one.
Uh-oh.
Third one. Close. And then last one. Okay. Because of this, and I just, like I said, I'm just trying to make sure, because I feel like I would forget something. Okay. Let's see. Past. Because of that past. Okay. Out of the 4 people that were influenced, only 2 of them are still influenced when we start next session. So,
Can we guess who are the 2?
Guess we'll find out
yeah, I guess you'll find out. So, because
next
everybody's
time on Critical Role. Oh wait, wrong game.
Dun-dun,
um.
dun-dun, dun. I can't finish the rest.
So no, but thank you everybody for coming out. Catching that very chaotic, whatever that
Yeah.
was. But
I was
I was there all for it. I thought that was, and it's like,
I will say, as the group goes to sleep tonight, everybody's a bit more somber, but Podan does kind of smile a little bit as he's going to sleep.
okay, good enough. So, other than that, thank you all for joining us. We won't be here next week, but let me make sure. Yeah, we won't be here next week, which is on the 9th, but we'll be back on the 16th. So,
A serial killer is born.
Oh my god.
better sacrifice him to the Titans.
He
Yeah.
survives, he's gonna move to Mila, and then people are just gonna start going missing. Next campaign,
hey, I gotta get somebody.
a reason
But-
for us to go back there.
Nevertheless, I want to wish you all a wonderful night and a wonderful day, and we'll catch you later. Bye.